Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Introducing his chat, but we can't hear him.
Fantastic.
We'll see. He's going live. So.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you
Yes,
now.
Party.
yes.
I did that whole intro.
Yeah.
That whole intro.
We were trying to tell you, but I don't know if you can
Yeah.
hear it.
We figured it out now.
Okay.
Lou
Yeah,
was
we
in
were
here.
like-
Lou
we were
came
like,
in.
"You're
Lou came
muted."
in and
Yeah.
jacked up my shit. That's what he did. Lou.
So we were talking away. We were like, "Is he muted? Is he not
It's
muted?"
fine.
And then I thought
Well-
maybe you were just talking to your chat and not us. And I was
No.
like, okay, that's a big
Well,
And I was like,
difference.
can the chat hear us? I was like, I don't know if we're just talking
No.
shit, me and Peggy.
No. Well, it's okay. Lou can do no wrong. That is
Exactly.
true. Lou
Lou's
can
official
do no
lawyer.
wrong, but I will
Lou
say
does no wrong.
everything was working perfectly before his little ass jumped up on this desk, and then all of a sudden you couldn't hear me. So I'm just saying. I'm not throwing anybody to blame, but I will blame Lou. But anybody, welcome in. And as you can see, we have a new friend joining Peggy and I tonight and for the foreseeable future on most Mondays. Might have to miss one here or there, but most Mondays you're going to see the three of our beautiful faces now as Josh Robinson, our pal, is here joining Peggy and I. So excited. You know how excited we ought to have you. So good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm excited. Am I muted now?
No, everyone's good.
Okay. I was stuffing around with some settings and I was like, did I just mute myself? I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah.
We usually
But I
just
didn't.
rely on the chat. The chat will let us know. They'll be
Yeah,
like,
the
"Nope,
chat
can't hear
usually
anybody."
goes, something's wrong, and we go, okay, let's spend 5 minutes trying to figure this out.
It's so reassuring to be on someone else's stream and they have issues because I'm always
Oh my
like,
God, yeah.
if everything's working fine,
Yeah.
I'm the best streamer ever. But if one thing goes wrong, I don't know how to use a computer.
Yep,
I'm like, I've forgotten how to use anything.
100%.
That's very common, isn't it, JPJ?
100%.
Ophelia, fix this quick. How do I fix this?
Yeah. I'm just like, I've been very open with everybody. I'm like, yeah, for someone who streams and has been doing this for as long as I have now, if one thing goes wrong, I don't know how to fix it. Like, I'm not smart enough from a computer or tech standpoint to even know what is wrong, let alone fix it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a process.
Change the topic, but you know what's kind of cool? We're on 3 different time zones, 3 different countries. We're all watching the same. I know it's like, oh my God, TV.
Yeah.
Streaming. I know. But like, it's so cool that we're just able to like literally 3 different countries.
Yeah.
3 different time
It's
zones,
incredible.
and we're just all watching the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Live.
wild. Like, we take it for granted.
We're on.
We're
Technically on. We're not all. You two are on the same day, but I'm on a different day.
Yeah, you're in the
I know
future.
that's not me and JPD do crap all the time.
Yeah.
We're like,
You're in the
What
future.
time is it? How is it that time?
Yeah.
But it is just time zones are crazy.
Yeah.
What a crazy. I'm in a different hemisphere. To
Yeah,
you.
you are literally across the world.
Mhm.
It
You
is
are
a different season.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
summertime
what
where
is
you
this?
are.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. You are in the
When
future.
I first started like content work like 7 years ago, I would have just purely wrestling brings a lot of North American viewership. It just does. Like I get my Australian viewership, but especially at the beginning, and people were like, wait, so it's when it's Christmas, it's hot. I'm like, yeah. That's not like people think I'm like insane. I'm like,
That's
it's
one thing I
normal to
would
me.
love because I always watch my friends. Like I have friends in Brisbane, and they're always like going to like the beach and barbecuing on Christmas Day.
Thank
and
you
I'm
for saying that correctly, by the way. Brisbane. So many.
Now, do you say that
Sorry,
correctly
I was in
because your friends
Brisbane.
have yelled at you before about it, or
No,
did you
no.
just okay?
No, I always knew it was Brisbane.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, like barbecuing and stuff on Christmas, and I'm like, I have 4 feet of snow, and it's minus 28 degrees with a minus 45 wind chill. But you know, whatever.
To be fair, like it's like 40. It was like 42 where I was. Like it was hot. Like you couldn't even run a barbecue because it's fire ban. Like you can't run a barbecue.
Do
so
you
like,
have?
but I mean,
like a humidex on top of that, like a feels like temperature.
So yeah, we used to not be a very humid place, but climate change is a real thing, my friends. When I was a kid, I remember this being a very dry place to live. Like it was just like, it was 42 degrees, but it was like a dry 42 degrees. Now, if it's like 42 degrees, there's like 80% humidity on top of that, and it usually rains. So like it feels a lot hotter because you're so like air conditioning just kind of goes to crap when it's humid. Like it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like you just always feel sticky. I hate humidity. That's why, because that used to be like Brisbane is very known for its humidity. Like that part of Australia, they're up the top. I'm down the bottom. But I live like 5-minute drive from the beach, so I'm right on the coast. So like you get a lot of crappiness from that. It's always windy. But yes, climate change is a real thing, friends. So like it's just different to when. But that's also just me being old man yells at clouds. I'm just my body's sore. I'm hot.
Yeah,
like,
see, in New England, we have humidity. So when it's summertime, we experience all 4 seasons where I'm from. But when it's summertime, it is humid. It's humid. That's what it is. It's hot and humid. So it's just kind of like.
And you get really cold, Peggy, don't you? Like get cold.
Yeah.
But we don't really have humidity
that.
here. So when it's like,
gotcha.
We get a wind chill, but not like a humidity. So in the summer we get a little bit, but I'm from the East Coast of Canada. So like I very much grew up with the same weather that JPJ had.
Like right now today outside, this is Fahrenheit, mind you. It was 11 degrees outside today. Freezing.
It's pretty cold.
Freezing cold, you know? So
it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
See, I've only ever seen snow one time in my life. I was really young. It was when I was moving from somewhere to where I live now when I was like 6 years old. So I barely remember it. Like we don't get snow. It doesn't get cold enough.
We got 7 inches of snow last night, overnight.
Yeah,
That's what happened. I had to wake up and
crazy.
I had to
like,
shovel today.
Our winters, like overnight, like it gets to the coldest. Like I think the coldest I've ever experienced here is like -3 Celsius. Like that's our winter. Like our winter days are usually like 15 degrees. Like and we're like, oh, it's cold.
Today's -28 Celsius.
Yeah,
so that's -15 Fahrenheit.
It's pretty good.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I was up there last January. I went up there for the Oil Rumble, and the day before I got there, Spencer sent me a picture, and it was of his doorknob being there was ice on the inside of his doorknob, like icicles on it, and he was like, "It's negative." And he told me this thing in Fahrenheit. He was like, it's -17 out there Fahrenheit. And I'm like, that is
so
unreal. And it gets cold here. Like it'll be single digits here with the wind. It feels like -10 or something, but it's not straight up that. That is so fucking cold.
I experience the opposite. Like we don't get cold at all, but I've had a plastic cup melt in my cupboard from it being so hot.
That's fair. I can imagine.
So when it's like people are like, oh my God, 15 degrees is not cold. I'm like, but when you're experiencing 46 degrees summers, that's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friends in Brisbane too, they're like wearing toques in their winter. And I'm like, what's the temperature? And they're like 15. I'm like, that's like a spring day for me.
Like, yeah.
I love when it's that. It's just lovely. I love I love being, because it's not. If I was experiencing, like some places in Australia get really cold and it gets snow and stuff like that, I'd probably have a different feeling towards winter, but 15-degree winters are...
So we have Sensual Mustard in the chat, which is
what a name. Every time I see it, Sensual Mustard. Oh, tremendous.
It's a great name.
-26 Celsius. You must be roughly the same area.
I was gonna say -26 Celsius.
I don't think he is. If he's, I think he's east though, because he's friends with Amanda, right?
Yeah, it could be. Look at it. It's cold. It's cold on the East Coast today.
Yeah.
It's cold on the East Coast today.
My mom said it was very, very cold in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, they're in Montreal. They're in Montreal. Okay, so they're not. So they're on the same weather system as I am, basically. They're like 4 or 5 hours from me.
Polar vortex.
Yeah.
Canada is my
under
dream
1 minute.
location.
Under a minute. Under a minute.
So we got Bailey coming.
Bailey's officially on Raw. She's fighting Nia Jax tonight. We got Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins.
Bailey was looking at that title. Yes. I was like, we haven't really done Bailey and Rhea.
No.
Ever.
Very excited about it.
So like,
very excited about it.
Oh, she's fighting Rhea or Nia?
She's fighting Nia tonight,
but I mean, like,
last week.
Had that... No, yeah, she kept looking at Rhea's title, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Last week, yeah.
Haven't really done that. Yeah, like.
I wonder if Bailey comes over as a heel.
I don't know. She was just.
It depends whether Roxanne is coming up as a heel.
I would assume that Roxanne's on Raw now, though, because I expect Roxanne to come up and be on the same show as Bailey.
Yeah. So if she comes up and switches to a babyface, I could see Bailey being a heel. But if Bailey's fighting Nia, like it's sort of.
Yeah. I actually think if they are, so Hoosier was in my streaming chat earlier today, and he said that there was a graphic that showed it kind of looked like it was all 3 Pure Fusion Collective against 2 of Damage Control.
I think they just put all 3, and then it's like which.
It's going to be 2 on 2. That's what I thought.
I see where you're leading,
but I was trying to think, and he had thrown out that if they needed a partner, that it would be Bailey, but Bailey's fighting Nia Jax.
Unless we get Roxanne or somebody up.
Yeah, maybe. Or I was thinking maybe like a returning Asuka or something like that. Something big for the show if she was available. I know we're right around Rumble time, but they can't all return at the Rumble, right? Do you?
That's
do
what
one?
I said.
Do you do one before the Rumble?
You know,
not 5 huge returns
in the Rumble.
Charlotte, Becky, Alexa, Asuka, maybe they're all coming back in the Rumble. Like you can spread them out.
Not everyone can be in the Rumble.
Yeah,
I always say that to people when people are like, all these, and I'm like, that's great. Like, give me all this, give me 30 surprises, and I'll be a happy boy.
Yeah.
But like, not everyone can be in the Rumble.
Here we are. Where they? Dallas, Texas tonight. Dallas. One of the worst WrestleManias of all time that I went to. WrestleMania 32. Utter trash. Brutal.
It had that great triple threat though.
It did. The triple threat was good, and the moment when Zack Ryder won the IC title was nice. What are those
I do love Seth at the basketball game when it was Becky Lynch and Date at the basketball game. And
I saw that.
Poor Seth.
I saw that. Those were construction glasses that he was wearing. What the hell were glasses with that?
No idea.
It's clobbering time.
It is.
I get it.
Oh, Penta, baby. Hell
More
yeah.
Penta.
That was great.
Sounds like a hot crowd, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fighting Pete
Oh.
Dunne?
Ooh.
What?
Let's go, dude.
Holy
Look at if you
shit.
just want to throw Penta and bangers all the time, that's fine. I'm good with it.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Going
All right.
for this show to start. Let's go.
All right. Damn, Nia.
Wow, Ryan.
Damn.
I am a Nia Jax person. I really
am
like
as well.
Nia Jax.
I am as well.
But take it from someone who watched them main event a pay-per-view, which was fine. They had a fine match. I don't need to see Rhea and Nia again.
It's not super early for Josh.
No, it's like right before
Well,
lunchtime.
Josh, isn't it really early?
Yeah, Gable.
The earliest wrestling is on for me is when it's like a 6 p.m. winter start, like a 6 p.m. your guys' time, winter time start for me, and it's like 7:30. So that's.
I mean,
early,
I wouldn't.
I'm an early riser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
that
got-
Gable Penta match was.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Wade Barrett is there. The national championship game is currently going on, so we want to give our well wishes to Pluggo, because his Notre Dame Fighting Irish are in it, and if they lose, I don't know if he'll be able to show up on Beards this week.
Oh goodness.
I think he might be in a tough time. So
Wade Barrett.
love him.
Well, yeah, because Pat McAfee's at the.
He's at the
football
national
game.
championship. Yeah, he's there. That's why Wade is there. Yeah. Are we doing Jey Uso right now?
Yep.
All right.
See where he's coming through. The
What's
entrance
his-
to the crowd will never get old to
Oh,
me.
right.
Yeah, he's fighting Gunther at Saturday night's main event, which is this Saturday, by the way. This Saturday, Saturday night's main event. Notre Dame's up 7-0. Hell yeah, brother. I'll tell you what. You know what I like?
Well, we're not starting with a promo.
I know. I like it. Well, no, are we
Heel
though?
talk.
I think we are.
He's not wrestling,
Oh.
is he? He's just talking.
You don't know with him. He comes in through the crowd all the time.
I will say.
He's not in wrestling gear though.
Oh, it's true.
Right?
Yeah, the last couple
Yeah.
weeks, there's been opening promos, but they haven't went into a brawl. But before that, Josh, there were 8 straight Raws where there was an opening promo that
Not that it ever counts.
dissolved
I'm
into
aware.
a brawl.
I watch
8
it every
straight.
week and
I
I'm
know,
like,
it's
"For
crazy.
fuck's sake."
Yeah, that is Michael Cole. That is Michael Cole.
Oh my god.
Michael Cole dancing like a drunk granddad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. so good.
Dallas Yeet. What?
Yeah, Dallas. Oh, Dallas Stars are the hockey team. The hockey team.
Oh, okay. I don't know hockey.
So that's what they're going to do now? Because last week there was a basketball team, was it not?
No, it was the...
Where were they last week?
The Sharks, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, last week it was the San Jose Sharks. So they're just doing like a hockey line.
Yeah.
They have a deal with the NHL?
Well, I'm assuming that all of these
lately.
arenas are hockey arenas right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is this?
This is the Dallas Stars play here.
What arena is this? American.
It used to be American Airlines. I don't know what it's called now. I feel like everything has changed its name.
Play?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so they both play there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hockey season, though? It's not basketball season, is
That's
it?
both, yeah. It's both.
Oh, okay.
It's both.
They might have both.
I'm a Mavericks man, so...
Yeah.
Sorry.
They might have, like, Jey Uso might have a hockey shirt, but one of the other stars might have a basketball
Yeah,
shirt.
maybe.
I don't know what the Mavericks, like the stars are really
yeah, their logo is it's a big L for losers in the finals last year to the Boston Celtics.
Kiss my ass, all right? Kiss my
So
ass.
I think their logo is a big L.
Listen, invite me onto your stream and disrespect me like this.
You didn't read the fine print in your contract, did you?
He's like, basketball. Yay, teams.
Yeah. She's like, I got no dog in this fight. I am good on the basketball front.
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
It's just me, Oos. Thank you.
I'm not the biggest Jey Uso guy, but I would love to do that in a crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
In Perth, so... So fun.
Yeah, the only Edmonton Oilers shirt that we had here when SmackDown was here was a Cody Rhodes shirt, and that was like, eh.
That's fair.
If I would have given me a Jacob Fatu I love you Edmonton, I would have been like, yeah, I'll just buy a few of those things.
I'll buy 6 of those, thank you.
Yeah, because he's done some of them for like I love you Brooklyn or whatever, right? I know JPJ has very strong feelings about heels having merch.
Yes, I do not think that No, I don't have a problem with heels having merch.
No, pretty specific.
I have a problem with the heel having the city edition merch when you're traveling. He's a bad person. No. That
JPJ's 72 years old, I forgot.
Yes. No, again, I have no problem with heels having merch. I would buy heels merch. But like if you're having the Suplex City or the whatever, like it's the traveling shirt, it should be a good person. You don't do the heel's supposed to be booed.
Yes, it should be a good person. They should have given me Jacob Fatu
Well,
over
yes,
Cody
yeah,
Rhodes.
Jacob Fatu rules. I get that. It rules. That first of all, that promo, excellent on Friday. That was good stuff.
This is what we do. Welcome to the circus, Josh.
Great to be here.
City.
So that's the main event, you think?
like-
It's got to be the main
Sorry,
event.
go ahead.
You think this is the main event on Saturday night? Going through here?
Yeah, well,
They'll probably do
Probably.
something stupid like that contract signing as the main event.
Oh, I don't know.
Cody
Nah, I
versus
don't think
Dale
they
contract
will.
signing with Shawn Michaels. That might open.
Yeah, maybe.
Shawn Michaels is the special, like, whatever.
He's from San Antonio and stuff, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
San
So I
Antonio is
don't
where
know-
their show is, right? Am I?
Yeah, so they might open with him.
Dun dun. Gunther.
I don't know how anybody can boo this man.
I,
Another example, I'm like, just give me all the merch. That's fine.
you know?
You don't
This
realize
seems
how
the-
loud... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's okay.
I was just going to say, you don't realize how loud we were talking about Jacob Fatu when he's yelling, I love you solo. He didn't have a mic in Edmonton, and we could hear him up in the upper level.
That's
Right,
impressive.
yeah, so he yells loud.
Crazy. Yeah.
Man, this Saturday night's main event is just like a doomed spot. A week before the Rumble, they need obviously to have matches on the show. I get it, but it just seems like this is just happening because it needs, it needs something for the show. I
Yeah.
know it. I'm
Yeah.
not complaining to complain. I'm not complaining about this match, but just awkward timing.
Yeah, it's like filler, right? Especially when you have the Rumble. I mean, I guess they're not going to be... Well, are they going to be in the Rumble? Well, Gunther probably isn't, but...
No, so
I assume Jay will be.
But it was weird. I noticed something last week at the very beginning of the program. They said Jey Uso's in the Rumble, and then they didn't mention it again, and he's been taken off of WWE.com since being put in this match. So, like, I mean, they just, I don't know. This will be a good match. I'm not saying it won't be a good match.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about him being in the Rumble. Or else it just slipped by.
It may have just slipped, like, just went straight up. You hear so many names being, you're just like, well, these people, but you just kind of assume anyway, Jey Uso loses, he'll be in the Rumble. Like,
it's
yeah,
like,
that's what I would think.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't, like, announced, you know, I'd be like, well.
When you go through the list of who should be in it, like, that moment just for the crowd alone is going to be great. Yeah.
Until today.
I have to say, Gunther is at least coming back around a little more badass than he was there for a little while. I was starting to get a little concerned.
Look, and I know the vignette was awesome. I had a big problem that he wasn't featured on the debut on Netflix. He's the show's champion.
Like, not even in the crowd.
No.
Yeah. You miss Dad Jeans.
they put everyone else in the crowd. I don't know why he can't.
Yeah, right? He's the world champion of the show.
I had a problem with people being in the crowd without their belts. Stupid things that bug me.
Got to say something? Or what? What are you gonna say? It doesn't matter what you say because you never follow up with your words. Those people, I mean, look at them. They're naive enough to believe every word you say.
They are Americans.
These dumb people.
They are Americans.
Let's not go there. Let me just say that 12 hours on TikTok without it.
Did you find like so many new people to follow?
I was like, Canadians doing this? What? The metric system is ruling the world. I was like, this is amazing.
I was like, where did you come from?
Yep.
Everyone was like patting each other. Great content, Josh. I was like, you're welcome.
You're
like
like
getting called some slur.
Yeah, you know. The Americans have to come and murky it up. We murky the waters.
Well, even in like the Canadian TikTok, someone even mentioned something about like, you know, our election that's coming up as well. And there was like not one single like terrible comment. And I'm like, what is
going on? You don't support the same person in politics I do? It's okay, buddy. All right.
But I just found so many really cool people like everywhere around the world. I was like, what kind of content is this? Norwegian
and then I woke up.
Yeah, okay.
I woke up and they were back and I was like, oh.
But at least you get to follow a bunch of people and see them on your content now, right? Like, I had a lot of Europeans.
Listen, we love you, JPJ. We don't hate all Americans.
That's fair. I do.
Most of you are cool.
I hate most of them.
It was very different. It was just very different.
I was seeing so
like,
much.
what is happening?
I was like, wait, I'm actually seeing people from my own country.
I just love the subtitle, Crowd Yeets.
You're right.
I have to watch with subtitles because it's just like so hard for me to focus otherwise.
I am the mascot.
Hey, PJ, you should get your hair cut like Jey Uso.
You think?
Why not?
With like hanging
That
down
real-
like
That's
one
a mullet, right? Is that what he has right there?
Yeah,
Like he has like an under, like not an undercut, but like a.
It's like a blunt fringe, but his fade comes down lower.
Yeah.
Kind of
I feel like
crazy.
you have a very
It doesn't
different
line up.
textured hair for that.
My hair is luscious.
JPJ, you could pull it off.
Oh, I got great hair. I could definitely pull it off. Yeah. I just wear a hat most of the time, so people don't
I love
know.
my hair. Like,
Yeah.
I love my hair. Like, I love getting a haircut. You know, you
Oh,
look great.
I got one
But,
last
like,
week. It was
I'm
wonderful.
always just like, do what you want. It's just hair. I'll shave it off and grow it back.
Yeah.
Although
That's what
every
always
time I
happens,
shave my
everyone's like-
hair, goes further and further back. I'm like,
Every time I get mine colored, everyone's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. I sit in the chair and let my hairdresser do whatever she wants, and then I leave." And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely."
My barber,
Fair.
and I'm just like, he's like, "What do you want
Oh.
today?" He's like, I'm like,
There it
There's
is.
your bra.
There's the brawl, baby.
I mean, they're not going to fight tonight, so who's going to come in and interfere? That will become the match tonight.
Look at the loafers on Gunther, though. Very nice. No
He loves
socks.
some European trash.
Yeah. No socks. No nothing. Just-
Speaking of European trash, did you see the Elias back in the Performance Center?
I did see that.
And I say European trash in the best possible way because I love me some Euro trash.
Oh, Gunther's gonna get it.
Oh, of course he'll be in the ring with the belt.
Yeah, just stare at it.
Babyface
Just go
101. You got to touch it. You got to touch it.
And that's why you lose when you touch the belt. It's like touching the Stanley Cup. Don't
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
That ain't yours, bitch.
Yeah. You don't touch something that's not
Like,
yours.
what is that in the ring? But it's his glasses.
You don't touch something that's not yours.
Okay, who's coming in, though? Someone has to come in. This can't be just the one-on-one, right?
His hair is actually messy for once. Whoa.
Gunther? I know. I never have.
It's always like perfect.
Yeah. Let's get too much product, so it got like the wax. Oh no.
Oh, Jay's
not a
bleeding
crazy
too.
bump.
Jay's bleeding at the mouth.
Oh no.
All right, I'm
Oh.
good with it. I just gotta that hype it up. You gotta hype up Saturday, you know.
I like that shot with him just putting the glasses on right close up though. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, Saturday night's main event, I'll watch. Like I'm
Yeah.
home, I'm watching it, but it's gonna be just on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I don't.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
that's so fun. It doesn't really have a lot of implications for anything. Like, it doesn't seem to really push.
Especially a
the
week
story
out from the
along.
Rumble, my guy. It's like whatever.
Oh.
Like,
Finally,
A
somebody
new
puts
day.
their stance.
Oh, JBL.
Oh, JBL. Watch, JBL's gonna give him shit.
yeah, he will. That's the Mavericks logo, Peggy, behind.
Yes.
Xavier.
Yeah.
Oh, the horse.
horse.
The horse.
That hypocrite, that so-called locker room leader, Rey Mysterio.
And we would love it if you could go out there and, let everybody know that we've been the victims of
Oh, a smear campaign. Get over it.
Dollar bills.
That's great.
She's like money. Because you understand
Oh,
us,
my.
man. You understand. You were part of a tag team where you had to cut
I need
the dead
hope he
weight.
defends Big
It
E
was
here.
a tough decision, but when you did, what happened? You went on to have the greatest success of your career.
Yes, not as great as the successes of our careers,
not
but
talking about that.
you get it. You get it. What we need from you tonight.
The
is
sideways
go out there and be-
insults or compliments, whatever you want to call
I
them.
got you guys. You know what? I got you. Because Big E, I don't blame you, man. That guy with all those big muscles and all that charisma and all that personality. Everywhere you go, everybody loves that guy. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Everybody chanting it because they want to see Big E. And not, I don't blame you. Get rid of him. They got to pay attention to you.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, the backhanded compliments. We love it.
Make sure you take your dollars back.
Playfield.
All right, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You should. They should go back there and grab his dollars.
You should
Kofi
donate
should.
them to Big E.
Kofi should.
$2?
Oh, I was gonna say Kofi should go back and frame and just grab the $2.
That would have been really funny. actually.
Imagine if Kofi just sneaks in and goes, nope, and just takes the $2 back.
Oh, some Rey Mysterio.
Wow, Rey Mysterio pulling double duty this week. He was on SmackDown.
Good for Ray. Can
Yeah.
he handle that?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
That's his heart.
Because he
Ray's
never
older than
Oh,
you,
he is fighting
JPJ, and
for-
you're really old.
How
I
old
know.
is Rey Mysterio? I play this game every week and I feel bad about myself.
84.
I'm gonna say he's at least 52.
I think he's straight. I think he's 50.
He might be 50, maybe.
He is so we're the same age. Actually, he's younger than me. His birthday's in December. So he's younger than me.
Fair.
No, not fair.
Fair. He can barely walk. Like it looks like it hurts him to walk.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Kofi.
Like
I
I
would
feel.
think his knees got to be shot.
I feel
right?
like, yeah, like I feel like, and I don't know how many. When was the last time either of you
Said
saw
like 16 fucking surgeries.
Tanahashi walk? But I feel like him and Tanahashi
Yes.
have the same walk, where their knees are just hanging on.
Yeah, that,
You know what I mean?
That gate. Yeah.
They're just
I'll
hanging
be back
on.
in a second, guys. I'm gonna go warm up my food.
Do
Sounds
it.
good.
Be back.
Do you have a commercial, JPJ? To
Yes,
mute?
I have muted.
Okay.
I have muted.
That was a good spot for JBL. I don't have a problem with that.
Agreed.
I mean,
Agreed.
sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you here? Like, that was funny.
Listen, I feel like Triple H, again, it's not perfect, but I feel like Triple H has more of a pulse of how to use the legends.
Yes.
I feel like so far in the Triple H era, when we've seen the legends, even if they're partying up in the boxes or just whatever, he uses them where they add to the show. They add to. They're not just there. You know, when they're in segments like this, kind of. You know.
So Ray's wandering around, high-fiving everyone in the crowd.
Oh yeah, because you don't get commercials. Son of a b.
Mhm.
So you and Josh are probably on the same feed, so he probably sees the same thing you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an ad for whatever it was, something in Vegas. I think I wasn't really paying attention.
Vegas. Ooh.
I think it was Vegas.
Where WrestleMania is.
Okay,
this
that's
year.
probably what it was. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. And then it came back, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is still commercial. I mean, he's just in the ring now, just pacing around, you know, as they do.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he just did the whole thing with the belt, like, you know how they pretend they have a belt. So someone in the crowd must have a belt.
Oh yeah, I saw a guy with double shoulders on belts, and I was like, what a loser. What a loser.
You have to defend those, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of stipulation. You didn't earn them. Earn them now.
Did I tell you that I challenged the guy at SmackDown when he was here?
Yeah, you did. You've told me that story. That's pretty good.
I love that he was just like, he didn't know how to answer the question.
Yeah, because he
His
knew.
friends were like, go for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Where is...
who is he fighting?
Kofi.
What?
It's him and Kofi.
Okay, JBL's coming out.
Yeah, because he's fighting Kofi. They just did the thing with the New Day in the back. So JBL will be involved, I'm assuming, with it at some point.
You're not seeing this, right?
No.
Okay.
No. I have a commercial. I will be back in a minute. I have a counter in the corner, though, so that's nice.
Yeah.
A minute
Essential Mustard,
15.
he's fighting JBL. That would be funny as hell. Oh, he looks like he's joining commentary, maybe.
Oh, that would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah, oh yeah, because Kofi gave him a couple bucks
Which
to say
is
nice
why
things.
they did the big intro for him.
Yeah.
Oh, because they had the big, like, on the Jumbotron, like, JBL, and now he's joining commentary. So they would have introduced him for the crowd, at least to get the pop, right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, Hoosier. However, fighting JBL also made me happy for a minute.
That would have been something.
I was just like, because that's how my brain worked. I was like, he's fighting JBL? Like, this makes no sense. Like, we literally just saw him in a suit 2 seconds ago. Like,
Give me the latest.
I love that Wade keeps using his full name.
Was it? Oh, yeah, I'm not watching it. I don't have that.
Like, he keeps talking to him. He keeps referring to him as the third, like the 3 names, the full name, right? So.
Did I miss anything? Probably not.
Do you have JBL on your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just joining commentary for the Rey Mysterio match. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just dropped an entire bag of Parmesan cheese on the ground.
Oh no.
WWE superstar this week,
Bailey looks like $1 million.
Yeah, I like the purple hair.
Yeah.
A match tonight on Raw against Nia
And like that
Jax,
cut is really good on her.
Earlier that you had a bit of an announcement, so for those that aren't aware,
your second goat.
Well, I guess cat's out of the bag. I am.
Yes, cat's out of the bag. WWE published it online. It's not like it was a leak.
Good to be here. This is where I started my WWE career when I came from NXT.
It's been a while since she's been on Raw.
It feels good. It feels right. But I also want to take this moment, if you don't mind, to declare myself
there we go.
in the 2025 Women's
Looking to go back to back.
If you remember, you're looking at the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble winners. So going back to back sounds pretty good. And you know,
I don't know if I have a pick for the Women's Rumble yet.
I don't.
I feel like it's wide open.
I think only knowing 2 people that are in it is not helpful either when it's only like a weekend, less than 2 weeks away.
Can't hear Nia. Can't hear Nia.
That's so embarrassing.
That's very rare that WWE has a mess up like that. Very rare. Someone just lost their job.
Actually, I did see what you did to Rhea.
Because Nia's going to kill them.
And if you want to try something like that on me right now, then I dare you.
I'll see you out there, Bailey.
I'm just like, my brain is like, can we put, what's her name from TNA? Mind blank. Jordan Grace? Yeah, let her win. Go after Rhea. That would make me happy. Why
Nathan
not?
Taylor. Yeah, love him.
Who are these
What the
people?
fuck is that?
You don't know these bull riders, bro? You're not up on your bull riding?
This is the most American thing.
Austin
I've ever
Richardson?
seen.
You don't know Austin Richardson, bro?
I would let him bull ride me, if you know what I'm saying.
Who's this guy?
one's more
Matt
age
West. Oh, he's
appropriate
an
for me.
announcer. That's
He's more
why.
appropriately aged for me. The other 2 are like children.
You can have that one, and I'll have the other one.
Why is he so far away?
As well, you can try one.
Why is he so off to the side? Does he have
I
cooties?
think. Yeah, I don't. He's got an armrest, a weird armrest there.
Does he have cooties? Anyway.
Are you from Texas, Hoosier? He said he knows who these guys are.
No, I think he's from now. Like, listen, I'm gonna be as polite as I can be. I think he's from somewhere in the Midwest that would care about things like that.
No, it's fair. Like I mean, where I live, they have the national bull riding thing here every year in November, and this city turns into like literally the wild, wild west. We have like a cattle drive through the middle of the city and stuff, and I'm just like, I still know nothing about the rodeo. However, my TikTok was full of it in November, and I wasn't mad about it. Like, I was like, who are these people? I'll be on Rodeo Talk for a while. That's fine.
Oh.
They don't want to catch JBL's assholery. That's a fun comment.
Who said that? Oh, Central
Mustard.
I'm eating the most messy, disgusting thing I could find on.
Yeah, it's because you're on camera. That makes sense, right?
100%.
It's like, of
Sometimes
course,
you have to.
spaghetti bolognese.
Uh-oh. All right. He took the money back. He took the money back.
Fantastic.
Prophecy fulfilled there, JPJ.
Yeah. I did like how they cut off the music, though.
Here, Hoosier. Yeah.
I bring to you Rey Mysterio getting the brakes beat off him.
So we have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. You broke your neck, so what? And now we have one of them beating up an old man.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Just checking if we're on the full heel. Now, who's the trifecta? Are we going to beat up JBL at the same time?
I'm not mad if they do.
Yeah, I'm curious why he's sitting so far away. And what's with Kofi's gear?
All black. He's a heel. That's it.
But usually you see like, yeah, I mean, like it is. It's like jeans.
Jeans.
Basically.
Just black jeans.
A deadbeat dad like Rey Mysterio. That interview with Ray, when the guy from Australia was asking him the questions at Mania last year, I don't remember who it was. And we asked Rey Mysterio if he could go back in time, would he still fight for custody of Dom? And he said, no, I would let Eddie have him. I was just like, dead. Just dead. He had some of the best interviews. We asked Kevin Owens about his 6 cats. Like, it was fantastic. Ray needs to win this, right?
I was just gonna say.
I would say no, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how does this go?
Yeah.
Like, do they continue with the New Day getting
Ray wins with like a flashy pinfall, you know,
yeah, like a roll up or something like that. Yeah.
Well, didn't Ray lose in his hometown Friday?
Did he flat out lose the KO?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Which I thought was so bad, made me sad. But that's what KO needed to do, right? He needed that big heel energy, beating Ray at home, right? So.
Oh, very good. Oh, uh-oh. Here it comes.
Oh.
Let me pull you up on that one. I've got to say that Big E had become an albatross around the necks.
Wade going all in.
Yeah, he's the heel. Wade's the heel. I like it.
Call Big E the albatross around New Day's neck. Oh my god. I love Wade Barrett.
I very much enjoyed him and Tessitore starting in the back on Friday and like walking out to the arena. I thought that was different for the like we've been seeing it with the wrestlers for a while.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool that it, like the announcers like started back there and kind of had the walkout. That was different.
Curious how that went when it was live, right? Because normally, at live events, you see them introduce the commentary team and they come out before the show starts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they did that and then went backstage, or if that was like their.
That might have just been the end. Yeah.
Like raised pants. They're shiny.
Yeah.
Like blue shiny. Blue
Does he
sparkly.
have to be? Does he have to just? Oh, and he has like Ray looks like.
Yeah.
The Raw logo, which is cool.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like when Ray comes in and he
Uh-oh.
any kid that has a lucha mask on, he stops and he does like the little you know, forehead to forehead acknowledgement. I love that for the kids.
I don't think that went the way it was supposed to. I felt like that was supposed to be
looked a
something
little
else
weird.
there.
Yeah, I don't.
This is why JBL is not behind the desk. So
I mean,
he's
look
like-
at JBL's been clotheslining people to hell throughout the Indies. He can still throw one to.
So it might be so he can easily get up
Yeah,
without
you know,
climbing over
if
wires
Kofi or
and stuff.
Xavier want a piece, I mean,
Look, I was a big fan of Kofi Mania. It was an actual worldwide phenomenon. Kofi just happens to be a
JBL
jackass.
took on somebody at TNA last night, didn't he?
that I don't remember. I didn't watch that when I was watching the GC dub.
I was watching highlights, like I was scrolling through.
I did see Cora Jade showed up though. I did see that. Cora Jade
And
showed
Fraxium?
up
Fraxium.
and Fraxium.
And Ashante the Adonis was
Yes, Ashanti the Adonis, and there was somebody else as well. More of the Ashanti the Adonis level. No offense to that level, but that is not a Cora Jade and
Fraxium
Fraxium
is
level.
fighting the Hardys.
Yes, I saw that. That's cool.
They're fighting
then-
the Hardys? I thought they're fighting the Rascals.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that's right.
Rascals.
Yeah,
yes. The Rascals fight
And then
the
it's going to
Hardys.
be
That's why I was
Cora
like-
Jade and Masha Slamovich, it looks like.
Yes. Yeah,
Masha's
that's
going to
official.
kill her. Masha's going to kill Cora Jade. Going to kill her. No, she should. I don't know if they'll allow it, but she should.
Well, to me, it makes more sense that they'll win, that Masha will win, and then I think Fraxium will win.
Beats, yeah, the Rascal.
So
right?
that you have that 1-1. That's
Yeah.
still that, like, we're partners.
Now
you
that
know.
they're partners officially, my brain can actually allow it to be like, maybe they will win a title at some point.
Yeah.
Like a TNA person win an NXT title, vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they're official. You know, I know
Yeah.
nothing really
Right.
changes in terms of what we've been seeing, but like, you know, signed on the dotted line.
Mm-hmm. Joe Hendry finally became the TNA World Champ last night.
See Henry call out John Cena today.
No, but that's smart of him to do.
Busted open.
So I
Go
think,
shoot your
yeah,
shot, mate. You know.
Yeah, of course. I thought I saw.
which I assume means he'll be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Which we all assumed anyway. I think
Yeah.
that Joe
Yeah.
Hendry was going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Crowd's good. Watching this, the crowd seems like they're invested, which is nice.
Yeah, I feel like the crowds have been. I mean, you still run into a dud here or there, but I feel like for the last year or plus, the crowds have just been.
Eat some bootios, man. That's a great sign.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting a commercial for
you
Kraken
ever-
spiced rum.
Oh yeah, me and Peggy are like, fuck you, JPJ.
Yeah.
We're watching the match.
Mhm.
Every week,
Mhm.
every week I'm like, oh.
Commonwealth, baby.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it. That's fine. I'll watch my every other commercial of fast food, health
Yeah.
insurance,
And law
You know,
firms.
Yeah.
law firms.
I don't know what it is, but I was an age that I would not like to admit that I was aware that like Canada was in the Commonwealth. It took me a long time to understand that. Because I don't
That's
really
why we're
understand
more
the
similar
Commonwealth.
than we're
I'm
not.
not gonna lie. Yeah, but I just never really understood the Commonwealth. We're all run by the royals, right? But I don't really know what that means.
Nothing.
It doesn't mean to have a king. I don't really understand. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Australia's
Figurehead.
trying to become a republic, which I don't like. But
Canada's like, whatever.
I
Canada just seems like the most chill bunch of people that are like, we don't care. We're just happy.
Oh, they will
We're really
soon.
polite.
They will soon.
They do not.
They will soon when they're a part of me.
Don't you wish that into existence?
Oh, I'm not wishing it. I'm not wishing it, but
I
it's
think it's
happening,
funny
brother.
that there are Americans that think the entire country of Canada, the second biggest country in the world, is going to be one state.
Yeah, the Americans that think that are morons, just like the ones that voted for the
Josh is like,
creamsicle
go.
that got in today. Morons.
Josh is
It's
like,
just so stupid.
We are living in a fucking cartoon.
It's just
a
I know
fucking
when someone's
cartoon,
American
man.
when they come into my stream, they're like, "Oh, you're from Australia, so that means you're like in Sydney or Melbourne," and I'm like, "No, that doesn't mean I'm in Sydney or Melbourne. We are a huge. Australia is gigantic.
Yeah.
It is a huge. It's just not overpopulated like a lot of other countries.
Yo, what's going on,
It's a lot of
Krabby?
bushland, but, like,
Yeah.
I think like, oh, you're in
happens.
Sydney. Oh, I know.
yeah. Or people always ask me, they're like, do you know John? And I'm like, John from Canada? Probably. Yeah. Yes, I do.
I had
Like,
someone in my Twitch be like, "Oh, you're from Australia, so you've been to a Kylie Minogue concert." I'm like, "No, you probably have more chance of going to a Kylie Minogue concert than I did."
Kylie Minogue, she's still around?
Yeah, she just dropped a new
She
album.
hasn't
last
lived
year.
in Australia for like.
No, once she
Long time.
got
She
that
didn't
big American hit, once that it's over.
She's huge in the UK, like huge.
That's where she lives now, isn't it?
She hasn't lived in Australia for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Also, Kylie Minogue was in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this year.
Really?
Really?
Why
Did she
do I
sing the
know
one
that?
song that around the
No,
world maybe?
It was
maybe
a new song, and then also that "Can't Get You Out of My Head" song.
That's
She sang
literally the only song I've ever heard from her ever of all time.
both. You gotta do the lip
We
sync,
know.
right?
Yeah,
We know.
that's how we roll.
Part of our foundation.
That one, right?
Banger of a song.
It's a great
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Can't get you out of my. Yo,
The
is this regular
locomotion?
fan? Is that a regular
Yo,
fan going at Woods? Anyway, are Woods in that? Is that a regular fan he's just yelling at?
I don't know.
I wasn't watching. I was thinking about Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue. Oh, that's a DQ, ref. You saw it.
Yeah.
You saw it, ref. That's
And
a
he's not even
DQ,
doing
brother.
anything.
That's a
Just
DQ.
get out of here. It should be a DQ.
Kofi's gonna
oh,
Kofi's
what's
cheating.
Kofi
Yep,
doing?
Kofi's cheating back there.
You see him doing something.
He's got brass knucks.
Why is he not just
Roll him
like,
up, use
you
the
saw
tie.
him. Saw him grab his legs. Why is he? I hate when refs look stupid, and I know, but I hate it.
Oh, I think Ray's still gonna beat him.
Nah. Woods is...
I think Ray needs to win after losing Friday.
Oh no, never
Oh.
mind. That looked gnarly. Is that it? Oh. They're letting him
I was
go.
like, holy fuck, the finish. I was like, wow, no
They
thanks.
owe him for losing on Friday at home.
Is he indeed
Let's
a
just,
future
like, all
Hall of
jokes-
Famer? What's that?
Like, all jokes aside, it is absolutely incredible that Ray's still able to go
Oh,
at
yeah.
the pace that he is.
100%.
Like, he was wrestling in the, like, literal 90s, and he's one of the only ones left.
Oh, he's gonna get him. Yep.
Good for Ray.
Yep. Now Xavier Woods should attack Ray,
Yep.
and then
There
Penta should come out and save Ray.
Yeah.
And then Penta's match.
It should be Penta saving Ray right now.
No.
No, it's gonna be Dragon Lee.
No? Las Garzas.
Okay.
Okay.
The LWO.
It's hard if it was going to be Penta when Penta has a match, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I feel
just
like
think
having
Penta away
Penta's
from the
match,
LWO.
Penta's match right after this wouldn't make a lot of sense. Oh my God!
Oh!
Still
Yep.
people up.
Well, Dragon Lee can still come out, I guess.
Yes.
Is that
Well,
all of
still,
the
it's
LWO?
2v3 right now, right? So technically, New Day was the underdogs.
Wow, that guy's unconscious. Wow. Kofi really, with all his might, threw him into that post.
He's dead. Don't worry about it. Didn't get involved. I'm surprised when he was sitting outside of the normal booth.
Yeah, really.
That's weird because we know that booth can fit 3. We've seen it.
See, that was just basically like an actual like.
Oh, you know what? Maybe not because it looks like it has armrests there now on both sides of the booth. So maybe it doesn't fit 3 anymore.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Penta.
The worst kept secret in the business. So incredibly kind when he was here. I got to meet him. So nice.
Oh shit! Guess who's walking over?
Oh, do we have a Giddy appearance?
Come on.
Yep, we're gonna have a Giddy sighting. Oh, there she is.
Little middies. Giddy middies.
She's been sick, guys. She was at the vet all day on Thursday.
Oh no.
But better
Got
now?
some kidney issues. She's okay. She'll be on regular medication, just a bit of change of diet, but we were in there for like 6 hours.
Wow.
It's a long
I
time.
was real scared.
That's giddy.
She, It's Giddy's birthday on Monday, guys. She's
Wow.
only 11.
11 years old. The big 1-1. Double. Uh-oh. Gable's pissed back there.
Yeah, very animated.
And Chad Gable to talk about his loss
Good girl.
last
Oh yeah,
week.
very animated. Here he
As
is.
you can see, he is busy. So
I was inspiring the team.
You're gonna giddy and loose
I know
him.
I've been the talk of the whole frickin' wrestling world the past week, but I'm man enough to admit when I have a problem.
Gable, when he landed on top of his head, I was like, Gable's dead, right?
Before
Like,
that, Rey Mysterio before that. I mean, what are we gonna do here? Luckily, I figured it out.
Oh, what'd you figure
I've
out?
already gone to a man that knows a thing or two about lucha libre, an intelligent man with a mustache to match, and his name is
Dominic Mysterio. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Crew's already got their marching orders.
Yeah, and there's a women's intercontinental championship with my name written all
no one
over
takes
it.
you seriously, any of you, right
Should've
now.
already had our names on them.
Also,
The War Raiders, they stand around and they boast about one more injury and we're going to be done forever. Like there's something to be proud of there. What is there to be proud of there? There's nothing. So we're done asking, and we're telling you right now, we're going to take those titles away from the team that's at the end of their career, and instead we're going to bring them to a team that's entering their freaking prime.
man who knows so much about lucha and has a mustache to match. Oh my god, dead.
It's gonna be glorious.
Glorious. Bobby Roode.
As it was. Cole, Wade, back to you.
Wow.
I'm so over it.
Nonetheless, there's Sami Zayn, very outspoken as of late. Sami Zayn is here live.
Maxine and Natty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
love
that
that kind
probably
of
means
stuff when you're like, I'm the same way. I'm like, what's that? Who's that? What's that?
I barely pay attention to the promos that are on because I'm like, who's in the background? Who's that guy over there? It's just a production guy. But I'm like,
Yeah. But you're like, that's gonna pay off. Oh, we got Carrion and Scarlet.
I like
Okay.
Karrion Kross.
I'll be back in a second, guys.
I like Karrion Kross.
So Carrion, do you have that, or you have a?
No, I got Twisted Tea.
So I've got Carrion Cross and Scarlet.
Ooh. All right.
So they're talking about the Wyatt Six, but we know the Wyatt Six are moving to SmackDown.
They are on SmackDown. That's what I've heard. That's what, yeah, Cross said that last week, right? When he left Pierce's office. Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes are listed as the dark match after Raw tonight. So, just saw that.
She
on
asked about
Twitter.
Miz. He said, Miz is on assignment. Don't worry about it. Next question.
All right. Fair enough. Let me...
They're letting Carrion talk a lot more, and I like that.
I do too. He's very good. He's a very good promo. I wish they would let him talk more. Yeah, I know, Hoosier. It's like it'd be great if I could see it too. Yeah, Carrion.
I think he means Cody Rhodes and Carmelo.
Oh, is that what you mean? Or do you mean like I'm jealous of all the commercial stuff? I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I just got not batteries plus is what I got.
I got for my dark match during SmackDown, I got Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn in a street fight.
Really?
It was fantastic. Yeah.
I usually don't
Yeah,
even.
the dark matches are fun.
They are. I usually don't stay for them though. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, it's late. I got to get home, and
It was, yeah. I mean, it's
gonna
different,
be-
right? It was early here, right? It was only like 9:00.
Yeah. Plus, like again, like the dark matches are fun, but like they're not going at 100. You know, most of the time they're kind of,
No.
you know, they're cruising.
What I do like though is because it was Braun Breaker and Sammy, there was really, and it was a dark match. There wasn't anything like, it didn't matter who won.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it was kind of fun.
Yeah,
Speaking of Sammy, we got Sammy now.
yeah, I think he's coming out, which we like. I spelled that wrong. Don't mind me.
Sammy does have a great beard.
Yeah. Yeah. Is quite a good beard. We got some merch going on right now. We got some merch commercials. So. Love it.
So JPJ, you know the guy on TikTok or whatever it is that does the movie and stuff review, and he's always like 5 stars.
Yeah, the Boston and New
guy,
England
5
review
stars.
guy. Yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars.
Did you see the newest wrestling one he just dropped?
No.
He called Liv the most successful Hooters waitress in history.
Fair.
I was just
5
like,
stars.
That's fantastic.
5 stars.
5 stars. Yeah. You gotta find it.
Hooters is an American thing only. It's not anywhere else, right?
What?
Hooters? We had Hooters here, but I don't think we have them
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
I will say,
all closed.
yeah, I think they all kind of, most of them. I will say though, the wings there are actually very good. They actually make a good wing.
JPJ,
Yes.
Australia just got its first Wendy's
Really? You got to get a spicy chicken sandwich.
up near Brisbane.
Oh, all right.
Near the Gold, well, on the Gold
So-
Coast.
If you ever go get it, or you ever get one near you, spicy chicken sandwich. What is this?
That's my favorite thing too.
Wow, they're showing an old school. Wow, they're showing old school Wade Barrett.
I was just gonna say that's Wade Barrett. Holy crap.
NXT Wade Barrett.
That must have been the WrestleMania that was here in Dallas. I think that's why they were showing it.
Oh, I try to block that out, even though I went. It was so bad. That
2010?
Triple H Roman Reigns match is just dreadful.
Well, I wasn't watching then.
Oof. Whoa, whoa.
I love the crowd singing. Makes me happy. Oh, and then we had, I was talking about that dark match. Then we also had a moment with Sammy and KO in the ring together. It looked like they were going to beat the hell out of each other. And then, of course, they hugged it out because that's what they do, right? Especially here at home in Canada.
I'm just going to get right to it and tell you why I came out here.
Nope.
Because I spoke with Adam Pearce, and I am officially...
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Sammy's in the
Sammy's
rumble.
in.
We have so many men declared and hardly any women. Get some Oreos there, Josh?
Double stuffed, baby.
Wow.
Have you seen, do you have the Oreos that have they're filled with Oreos? Did you see those?
I did see those. We also have
We don't have
Oreo
them here, but
Coke. Like
Oreo what?
yeah, the Coca-Cola Oreo.
Oh. Is that a thing?
It's not very
Yeah,
good.
Oreo flavored Coke and Coke flavored Oreos are two things, yeah.
We have like a lot of Do you guys have like Cadbury chocolate? Like Cadbury
Oh yeah.
chocolate?
Oh yeah.
We do, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We do like
Commonwealth.
they have a thing called Yeah, they have a thing called caramel chocolate, which is like a white
Oh, okay.
contraption.
Our
But they have, like,
caramel is not
flavors.
white chocolate.
It's like golden.
Yeah, ours is
But it's
our caramel is milk chocolate with caramel.
Oh no. Our caramel is like golden, so it's like a white chocolate milk combo mix, and they mix it together, and they put them in Oreos, and they're really good.
Oh.
But I
I'm
like the
obsessed
double
with
stuff.
caramel Tim Tams though.
Ooh, you guys get Tim Tams there? That's insane. Tim Tams are the bomb.
They're talking gibberish, everybody. We don't have to pay attention to what they're talking about right now. It's absolute gibberish. If it's not in America,
Not me gauging JPJ's reaction to see what snacks I'm going to send him in a snack pack, but
Tim Tams are like incredible.
you've told me about them before, Josh. You have told me
Tim
about these
Tams, like,
Tim Tams.
I understand everyone's thing with Vegemite, like most Americans won't like it, but Tim Tams, there's no way you won't like them.
it's chocolate covered cookies. How do you not like Tim Tams? I mean, we don't get a lot of them here in stores. Like we can get them at like the British stores, like the import stores, but they're very expensive. But I can buy them, most of them on Amazon, except for your like deluxe flavors or your special edition flavors. Like we don't
The
get those
double
here.
coat,
Yeah.
double coat in a blue.
We get those.
Best Tim Tams. Oh my god, the best Tim Tams.
I like the dark chocolate ones too.
I'm not a dark chocolate boy.
I agree, Hoosier. The Oreo Coke is okay, but the Coke Oreos are not okay.
The Coke Oreos taste like feet. It's disgusting.
We don't get a lot of like that's one thing JPJ can brag about is all the Oreo flavors he gets that we don't get.
Yeah, you get heaps.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my Oreo opinion to myself. I don't want people to go bananas, but I think,
You an Oreo hater?
No, I'm not a hater. I just think they're overrated. Oh, Kevin Owens.
Oh shit.
Oh, let's go.
Cinnamon
I
bun
think
Oreos
this
are
is
the
the
best.
I think this is their WrestleMania match. I
I
think they face
agree.
each other.
They're
I
so
think they
good, the
face each
cinnamon
other.
bun ones.
Oh, nice Bret the Hitman hard
Bret
jacket
Hitman
KO.
hard jacket.
Nice
Nice.
jacket. KO just continues to be the perfect pro wrestler.
And that belt, him carrying it
Just
around
the
because
perfect
he's the
pro
real
wrestler.
champ.
Yeah.
Kevin has done no wrong. And that shirt he wore at SmackDown,
He's wearing the Brett thing because of Storm. That's so good.
Yeah.
Sean's gonna be the contract. Oh my god.
Yep.
everything he does is intentional. Like the shirt, the Canadian Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So the Rey Mysterio shirt on SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah. What did it say? It was the son of a systems engineer something.
He's also wearing a red KO shirt, which is the same red that Sami Zayn wears on his tights,
Mhm.
his logos.
Everything
probably
KO
me looking
does
into it
is
too
like
much.
so intentional and detailed. Yeah, like he wore that Canadian Dream shirt, and then when he fought Ray, he wore the Ray shirt in Ray's hometown. I was like, so
Perfect.
good.
Hey, JPJ
So-
knows how I am with how WWE treats its brand extension.
Mm.
And I know we're in this transfer bullshit. Okay, give me a break. Either have the fucking draft and
Yeah.
have the brand extension and treat it with respect, or don't have it
Joe,
at all.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, did you see Asian Joe's comments?
He said golden Oreos are better than regular Oreos, though.
And then, fun fact: Ophelia's nickname in high school was White Chocolate.
So,
What do you mean?
And how did Australia go this long without eating a square hamburger?
What?
I know. True. Wendy's has the square hamburgers.
The whole world saw what you did to Cody Rhodes when he
That's
teamed with Roman Reigns.
insane.
Yeah, square
I'm sorry,
burgers.
what?
Yeah, they got square
No,
burgers.
it's
Wendy's.
circle. Oh, so you call them like a chicken sandwich? We would call that a chicken burger.
No, look. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a spicy chicken sandwich. Yeah.
When I
The-
saw you team with Roman Reigns at Survivor
We have turkey burgers or veggie burgers. You can have a chicken burger, but yeah, we call them chicken sandwiches.
Okay, I'll admit it. But then I started thinking a bit more on it, and I realized
My
it's
12
not-
hours away from Americans on TikTok has made me a changed man.
Yeah, there
It's
it
my
is.
way or the highway.
Yeah, that's fair.
I look
It's
at the
fair.
situation and I realize that
It was a very, very much nicer place.
Just like you
Also,
and
we
I
spell
have
color
a
with a
lot of
U.
history.
Not L-O-R, it's L-O-U-R.
No.
Spell it
No,
properly.
No.
Look at Joe started. I spelled that word with the U, and he like called me out on it.
As you should.
JPJ, you're outnumbered here. He's just
You're. I mean, my channel.
That's about just be like, fuck you.
Yeah. Like, all right, the show's
I'm gonna
over.
do this
Bye-bye.
big
See ya.
announcement. I'm doing Raw Watch Long solo from now on.
I'm not gonna have you, friggin' hippie, royal family loving. I'm not gonna have you royal family loving hippies on my show take over. There's a reason we are the superior country, even though we're a bunch of idiots. Still superior.
That's why I'm here. It's to tell you that I wholeheartedly believe that you can and will.
We're such
win the
assholes,
Royal
hell yeah.
Rumble.
I feel bad. I was ignoring Joe in the YouTube chat.
I've known for 20
Hi,
years
Joe.
We'll bring that up.
Welcome
We
in,
have our
pal.
feud.
Royal Rumble. You know why? Because you deserve to win the
We have
Royal
the
Rumble.
well, Corey's no longer
To go
on,
to
so
WrestleMania and
it'll be
fight
none
for
of
the
us.
WWE Championship, and I know you will do it.
Oh. Still being a good friend.
And then you know what? We can accomplish one more thing together.
Main event
Look at
wrestling.
that. Yeah, Sammy is always going to be the friend of Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens is not the friend of Sami Zayn.
Dreamed of doing 25 years ago when we first met, huh? We.
I love that they continuously bring up how long they've been friends and stuff, though, too. Like, it adds to their story.
They're always intertwined, even when they're not in a story together.
Mhm.
One-on-one for
It's
the
cool shit.
WWE Championship.
So Eric said 3-person booth. Who's Pat and who's Corey?
And if
With
not
us? Are you talking about?
when you win the Royal Rumble,
I mean,
we will get to do that.
I assume I'm Michael Cole. Is that am I Michael
think-
Cole in this reference? Because I'm like it's
I
my
would
channel.
probably-
WWE champion.
I think that was the
wanna-
assumption.
But you know,
I would probably say I'm Pat because I'm high energy.
know both of those things are going
I would agree with that.
Yeah, just don't take
I
your
don't
ball and go
necessarily-
home, Ophelia,
I know
like Corey.
win the Royal Rumble. You know why?
Oh,
Because
hey,
I've got your back.
JPJ.
I do.
What?
I get it. I
Just
get
speaking
it.
facts.
I'm the old toy. Josh is the new toy. I get it. I get it.
no, yeah, exactly. You got to. What you should do is put out the same tweet that Corey Graves put out,
I'm
but
about
strictly
to.
about this stream.
I'll do it
Just
after
word
the show.
for
I'll be
word,
like,
the same tweet.
I will. I'll be like,
Wait,
when you know you're
more
not
famous.
famous
When someone is
enough.
more famous than you, and you're told you can't do your job.
I realize that I don't stream on Twitch anymore on my own channel, so clearly I'm not famous enough.
I would just quote post Ophelia's post with me interviewing Bianca Belair.
Or you can do the Ariana Grande from Wicked, which is like toss toss.
Yeah.
Toss toss.
I'll just start singing Popular from Wicked. Oh my god, I'm such a
Quote people just
douchebag.
have music notes around starts to sing Popular from Wicked. I'm going to find the tweet after this. I'll be like, okay, so this is how today went down.
So I'm convinced that the original plan was that was going to be Hogan. That was going to be Hogan that did that, and then Hogan got there because he was on all the commercials. He was the guy, and
you mean
then
the contract
the
stuff? I was
contract.
like,
It was supposed to be
Zane's
Hogan.
gonna have a segment with Hulk Hogan?
No, I think it was supposed to be Hogan because he was advertised and featured in the early Saturday Night Main Event stuff, and then that happened on the debut, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna bring in Shawn Michaels."
Joe, Ophelia is the savior of ratchet behavior.
That's amazing.
Joe and I have a feud that's been going on for what, a month now?
You are a very decorated champion.
Something like that.
WWE career. So why is this title so important?
Oh, see, now they're in front of the Dallas Stars door.
Speaking of Wicked and Popular.
I
Not bad.
love that movie. I went and watched Wicked a month or so ago. Probably a bit longer now. It was actually really, really good. I really liked it.
Yeah. I'm a little mad that it was only part 1, but that's okay.
Yeah, because now I got to commit to part 2. I have to watch it.
I've seen the Broadway show like 4 times, so I knew where it was gonna end off. But, like I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, right.
All right, Sheamus looking great in his suit. Looks like he's about to bust out a musical number from Newsies, but that's okay. Or join what's the TV show? The Killing Murphy was in.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Was that like before my time?
No. That's
like in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There he is. I almost forgot he was on the show.
He's finally in
Okay.
a segment.
Technically, according to the ratings board, Wicked is not a musical, but it is indeed a musical.
It was less of a musical than a musical, but more of a musical than a movie.
Mm-hmm. I'd say anybody who goes thinking it's not a musical will be disappointed.
Sure.
Like if someone said, "Is it a musical?" I would immediately say yes. Like,
yeah, I probably would too.
People
have you
don't
seen
want-
it, JPJ?
No.
Not yet.
You should. It's actually really good. I'm not usually like I'm not in that world much. It's not my thing. But I watched it and I was like, this is a good movie.
I love the Broadway show and I read the book and stuff. So.
Yeah, I feel like I would rather see the Broadway show than the movie, but I'll probably
Well,
see
you
the movie.
can see the Broadway
but-
show in the same amount of time that first part of the movie took.
That's probably
Like,
that probably makes
3
sense.
hours with an intermission and.
Yeah, that probably makes
But there's
sense.
stuff in the movie that is not on the Broadway show that is in the book, so
Okay.
you kind of get that payoff.
So
All
they
right,
went
we
they
got-
went
Oh,
sh- they went
Luke
strict
Kaiser.
they went strictly by the movie.
By the
No,
book,
by the
yeah.
book. They did the movie was
and
based
then
on
they
the
added
book.
some musical numbers that aren't in the Broadway show too.
Got it. That's fair.
That's why it's like going to be 5 hours basically by the time it's done.
Oh, because they're making 2 movies.
Yeah, it's 2 parts. Yeah.
You know.
The next part will come out late next year. This year, I should say. Later this year.
Yeah, November.
So they filmed it all at one though. They just made it 2 parts.
I think so, yeah. And then
Got
they just
it.
split it into 2.
Oh my God, Pluggo called me a stud. I don't know how I feel about this.
Uh-oh, Pluggo, I was 7-0 last time I checked. Are you in trouble? Are you in trouble now? What's going on?
Yes, a GCW show. That was so long.
That was
Pluggo.
very long. Unfortunate, the alley catch stuff. Unfortunate.
Yes.
But yeah, that went super long. That was like a 5-hour show on a Sunday night. I know today's a holiday for America,
Mhm.
and some people didn't have to work, but a 5-hour show on a Sunday, that is, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know.
Guys,
I was
this
the only
sounds-
one that stuck it out with Pluggo last night for the watch along.
Yeah. I was in the
It's
chat.
a long show.
Yeah, I was in the chat for all of it, but
Yeah.
I couldn't. They were trying to get me on screen. I was like, I can't.
That's all good.
I can't.
This Sunday is Australia Day, everybody.
Yes, it is.
Which
So-
isn't well.
Is that like your would that be the equivalent to like our 4th of July? Like it's like Australia's birthday?
Well,
kind of.
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
Yes and no.
Yes, yes, but in the last few years, it's kind of a bit of a. Australia Day is built on a really awful day when white people took land from Aboriginal people. So a lot of people don't really celebrate it. I'm probably more in that camp, but like, I don't know.
It's
I've just
technically
never-
that equivalent,
It's
but
out-
it's very
it's
different.
that-
It's
it's
like
that
our Canada
equivalent.
Day, right? Our Canada Day has very like
Yeah, it's like
mixed
like
feelings about it
Thanksgiving
now,
here.
too, right?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't
Here comes
like
Naya.
people like change the date, but also like I don't know, like you know how it is.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving is never going to be changed here, but like Thanksgiving is like celebrating the Bob Yuka, the pilgrims and stuff. But it was like, Thanksgiving celebrating the pilgrims coming over here and you know, not doing
Well,
great
we
things.
get into the
to
same
the-
thing
to-
with Australia Day. Like our Canada Day is the same thing. They're like, well,
Yeah.
Canada existed before white people, right? Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's the same
that's
thing.
what-
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
We used to celebrate. Now it's actual Indigenous Peoples Day, which is the good thing. But we used to, for my whole life, up until like maybe a handful of years ago, maybe a decade max, it was Columbus Day.
Columbus Day.
It was Columbus Day, and then everybody finally was like, you know that like he was a piece of shit, right? Like a horrendous piece of shit. And now it's National like Indigenous Peoples Day.
I will say the debate about it in the last, let's just say, for argument's sake, it's been 5 years since this has been going on.
Yeah.
The debate has made me actually think about it and actually go back and like do my research, do
Yeah.
my due diligence, what makes me feel comfortable of like why is everyone so
Oh, what do you mean?
mad about this?
You heard information that you weren't really sure about, so you actually went and did your own research
As you
before
should.
just either not believing it or just fucking making something up?
On both sides of the argument, when people like do this, I feel like people are just automatically go to one side and be like, yes, change this example, change the date, and then they go to the other side, they don't change the date, but like no one actually forms their own opinion anymore on anything.
No.
So I don't know. Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Do we get Rhea involved here since
I
like
could
Naya,
see
Rhea
I
thing
could
in the
see
back?
Rhea, yeah, because
There's
Rhea-
Roxanne.
oh, there's Roxanne right
Hello,
there.
Roxanne
Hello
Perez.
there.
What's your shirt, dude, that you're showing off?
Ohio State. That's a Ohio State logo there.
What was that?
Yeah, that's their mascot.
Eric, I don't know if it was their version of Mania, but it was long.
Yeah, no. Well, it was a big show for them because it was at Hammerstein, but I don't think it was
And
their
that
version of Mania.
Cardona match was like,
Good old Bailey, officially a member of the Raw
Bailey's
roster.
game has been really good lately.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
I like her gear. What bad music? Holy shit.
I mean, you could say that about 2/3 of the roster.
I do
Brutal.
like though. We were talking about Bailey's gear is that it actually fits and isn't like constantly falling apart. How many times are you watching the women and you're like, straps undoing, and it's like, oh.
It's built for athletic competition. I'm a Bailey person. I like Bailey. I know JPJ loves Bailey.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
She is the GOAT.
Shameful plug here, but me and JPJ are doing a simulation over on my channel.
Oh, we sure are.
In just a few days, really. So far, we have 2 women to put in the Rumble.
Yep.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
So how do you do your sim when you don't know everybody who's going to be in it? You just autofill or take a educated
I just
guess?
go through and I put in my own surprises. So, I just, common sense will tell you that these people will be in the Rumble, these people won't, That's how I kind of always have done it. And purely for Rumble purposes, it's the only time where I pre-record or intel the matches that we do, just because it's a little bit easier. I can put in surprises, put in their own music and all that kind of stuff. I like to try and do it as good as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing that.
Sunday.
Well, JPJ can tell you it's 7 p.m.
Yeah, that looked gnarly.
Sunday night.
7 p.m. Eastern time, Sunday evening, over on Josh's channel. our Royal Rumble sim. I mean, it's gonna be a blast.
We're coming up to 3 years, JP.
I know WrestleMania will be 3 years. Incredible.
We're not doing a Saturday night's main event one too because
no, we did the first Saturday night's main event, and I felt like that was worthy. And then we did the Raw Netflix debut too.
Raw Netflix, that was fun too.
Yeah,
we always have fun though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I feel like you've watched them before. They're always fun.
Yeah, they're always fun.
Yeah.
Are you doing the charity rumble one this year or no?
I'll do one later in the year.
I was
try
gonna
to
say
do it in like the second half of
Yeah.
2020, like the second half of the year every year. We have fun with those.
Oh,
Like,
those are a
getting
blast.
People involved and
Some of
people
us
always-
have won 2 years in a row.
That is true. Affiliate is a back-to-back.
She is.
Only back-to-back winner. I've done 6. Is there
Yeah.
anyone that's done gone twice?
Eric on the YouTube said, Josh, sorry for the super belated since I'm not on Twitter anymore, but congrats on your interview with Lillian Garcia. That's what Eric said in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
So, there you go.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitter in like.
Yeah, you've been pretty good. It's
3
weird
months?
because I've been doing Blue Sky and Twitter for promoting, and it still lets me tag you on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like when I type in your name, but then once I put the tweet through, your name comes up just like in regular, like not.
Yeah, right.
You know.
I haven't been on Twitter, and I thought that I was gonna miss it, but it's been the opposite. I enjoy wrestling more because I don't see like dirt sheet stuff as much because it's just the algorithms.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching wrestling more. I'm like just watching it and be like, wow, I really like that match, not being skewed by people's negative bull crap on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I just see a lot less of things, and I don't know, it's okay to watch wrestling and not be in the know of the backstage reports. Like, it makes me enjoy it so much more.
Oh, they're continuing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she hit her.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
What a
we go.
great first.
I'm into.
What a
I'm
great
into
first
Roxanne
rivalry
and
on the
Bayley.
main roster for Roxanne. Then like her and Bailey, if they
Security
do like that's
calling.
incredible.
Oh, Roxanne.
Oh,
back.
watch out! No.
Great
Nice,
shot with
yeah.
Nia like behind her.
That is great.
Yeah. I'll be at a commercial
All
for
right.
JPJ.
Commercial.
Let's make stuff up, Josh.
Commercial.
Oh my, God,
God.
Rox.
Is that AJ Lee? AJ Lee's back.
What?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that's during a commercial in America? America
Listen,
would lose their
I would never
mind.
let it-
first of all,
I would- they would win
well, first
so
of all,
hard.
we would lose our minds, but second of all, WWE would never allow that to happen. WWE
Can you
would
imagine it comes
would
back from
never.
commercial and AJ Lee's in the middle of the ring, just like
Yeah.
knocked out. And everything.
They're
Eric,
like, we told you.
Eric,
Oh, hell yeah,
she's not on
face, baby.
she's not on the main roster full time.
Oh.
However, she just lost her NXT championship. Bailey visited her last week. I would assume she's in the Rumble and on the main roster from that point on. I would assume.
I agree.
I think
agree.
Bailey versus her at WrestleMania is a great match for both of them. To be honest with you.
I think this is her call up.
Yes.
I still
Yeah.
think she's gonna be
Yes.
on NXT maybe for a few little, you
Yes.
know. A little
I could
while.
see her
Rumble's
make- Yeah.
in like 2 weeks, right? So.
Yeah, the Rumble's in a week from Saturday. So basically 2 weeks.
God, the freaking Rumble is
I
just
know.
over a week away.
I
It's
know.
my
It's
favorite
gonna be
wrestling
so
thing all
good.
year. Like, if I didn't watch wrestling anymore, I would still watch the Rumble.
Yep.
It's just the best.
Yep.
And I was
I
saying
know a
to
lot of
JPJ
people that
earlier
only
today-
watch the Rumble and Mania.
Yep.
Yeah. My sister and my brother-in-law, they like wrestling. They watch it here and there, but like they always watch the Rumble, they always watch Mania. And it's like the only times of the year where we all get together and watch it. And my sister's 2 months off of having a baby, so like this is our little like last time together before she's like, you know, a
So
mom.
we're having a
and, like-
Royal Rumble baby shower. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, listen, I've gave her enough presents for this little boy that she's having. So
Just
I can't
sit
wait to be
first,
an uncle, guys. I'm actually
It's fun.
genuinely so yeah,
It's fun.
first, yeah. I'm first time uncle. Like I can't wait because I can just love him and then go, he's crying. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
That's
he,
how I was
oh,
with
he
my nephew
pooped.
as well.
He pooped.
Yeah. Oh,
There you
there
go.
Mom. See you later.
All the fun parts. and
Every
then pass
time,
them
every
back.
time I go see my nephew, he's 2 now. But every time I go see my nephew, whenever he poops, my brother-in-law will always be like, "All right, it's Joe's turn," and I'm like, "No,
no,
So
no,
your
No.
nephew is,
Already told
is
you, Taylor.
2.
I'm like, no.
my
and
nephew
Josh
is
is
2."
gonna have a baby nephew. Would you like to know how old my nephew is?
I
24.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's
I
pretty
can't
good.
wait till he gets older because
That's pretty
listen,
good.
this kid is watching wrestling.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give him
Yeah, he's still too young for me. Like we were watching. I went over there yesterday and we were watching football because football was on, and every time there's a touchdown, he goes touchdown, and he like puts his hands up and he'll be like touchdown, and he'll do stuff like that. But like when he's a little bit older, and I can start being like, okay, now we're gonna watch this wrestling match. You're gonna watch this wrestling match with me.
Happy and sad, but like my sister and my brother-in-law got married at the end of 2021, and they've been trying, and they've just had some issues and stuff like that. So you don't really hear about stories like that, but until it's like pretty direct with you, you don't actually understand what they go through.
100%.
And I only seen what I've seen, like they went through a lot more behind closed doors. But you're like, whoa, like people go through a lot to have a child. I've never wanted kids. Not something that's ever really been something I want. So it's kind of like, oh wow, it really affects people a lot. And I know that's silly to say.
Rumble's only one.
I feel like, I was gonna say, I feel like she landed on Bailey's shoulder there by accident.
Rumble's only one night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it should be.
For this year.
Yeah, I think
I'm not excited for next year's Rumble in Saudi. I won't watch it live. It's on at 3 a.m. for me.
That sucks. Yeah, that's gonna be at noon. Oh man, what a way to ruin the
I think
Rumble.
we're heading in. I have a feeling that WWE's heading in the direction of doing more noon shows in general.
Again, I'm not fully against it.
It's just getting earlier and earlier. I am. I can't watch it live. Well, I can.
Well, yeah. I mean, for you, that would suck. Like, obviously, like, I know you're super excited for the Rumble, but like, that would suck. That
11 p.m. That would be different if it like started at 11 p.m. I would just stay up, but because it's on at 3 a.m. it's like an awkward
alarm or whatever.
I mean, that's basically how. For like if I want to watch Wrestle Kingdom the one time a year, that it starts at 3 a.m. for me. That's like the equivalent. And I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up and do it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
And Australia are pretty much on the same time zone.
Yeah.
So if I watch Wrestle Kingdom, it's on at like 7 p.m.
Oh, can only imagine.
It's weird because I'm like wrestling live at 7 p.m. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh,
that looked good. Gnarly.
They are talking about next year or whatever, making a lot of the big events 2 nights, aren't they?
Well, SummerSlam's this year.
Yeah.
Is doing it. Mania's already doing it. The Rumble is really the only one that makes sense to me. Because it has you can main event each night with a Rumble match.
2 nights to be
like I feel like
you get more than 4 matches that way, right?
Yeah, I feel like if you just did the Rumble
and you have
she did the Annihilator 2 Nia Jax. Bailey did right
there. So I guess you have a Rumble on each night.
Yeah, that main event. And then you can do like.
I would hope so. If you screw the women out of a main event, 2 night, like that would annoy me.
But I feel like you have.
I get it. Yeah. But I don't know. I think I'm unpopular. I think WrestleMania is the only thing that should be 2 nights. I think everything else should be 1 night.
I don't disagree.
I just don't think you really need 2 nights of SummerSlam. I don't.
No,
Sometimes
but money.
Hell yeah.
All right. Comerica Bank.
Well, I mean, it's always possible to get TNA women, right?
Oh, I think 100% now that I expect some TNA people in both Rumbles.
There was TNA women in it last year. Why wouldn't there be this year?
Yeah, I expect it now that they're like in business with each other for sure. Yeah. I would be Jordan Grace.
We only had Jordan last year.
It was just Jordan Grace, but Mickey James has done it before. I would love to see Mickey James. But
she works with WWE again too, so it's not out of the realm of possibility for her to be in.
Yeah, and I know.
Think Jordan Grace.
Yeah, and then I know he just won the title last night, but I think you get the TNA Heavyweight Champion Joe Hendry in there.
Oh, 100%. Joe Hendry was my pick to be in the Rumble before he even won the title.
Masha would be good because they're doing that thing too.
Back in like November, I was like, Joe Hendry would be this.
I think you have this Masha feud with Cora Jade, and I'm assuming it'll turn into something else. So I could see Masha being in the Rumble. You gotta be really careful though that you don't have too many non-main card people in the Rumble, or like to me, like as much as I love seeing the legends, they don't need to be in my Rumble. I'd rather have more NXT and TNA
I think
people.
it should be a healthy balance. I think it should be. I think you get
if they
one,
can
maybe
wrestle.
2 legends, and that's
Yeah.
fine. They oversaturate it. I don't like it.
And I don't
But,
like when you
it's
have
always
legends in the ring
you
that
know, you
can't
sit down,
wrestle
you hear
either.
someone's old music. It is fun.
Yeah.
Well, I get that.
But again, like
I've never watched a Royal Rumble match personally for the wrestling. Like I just watch
think,
it's
you
the
know,
spectacle
there's
of
so
it. Like I'm not
many-
expecting, but I get it.
Eric, you just mentioned him. I want X-Pac in this Rumble so bad.
Well, X-Pac just dropped, I don't know, a ridiculous number of pounds and is back in fighting shape.
Yes,
and he's been posting on Instagram.
Yeah, I need
fighting
him in the Rumble. He has been one of the legends that I've been like, can he just show up in the Rumble for 10 minutes?
X-Pac for sure. Godfather, I could pass on.
Give Bronco Buster, don't tear your anus, and get out, man. That's it. That's it. Can you imagine not just tearing your anus once, but twice on the same move?
Imagine tearing your anus at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I was waiting for the comment. I was like,
That's what I'm saying. I said, imagine not once, but you doing the move again. And do you think the second time he was like, oh my fucking God, it happened again? Do you think he knew the second time? Because it happened the first time?
Bleeds so much.
Oh, he tells a story. I'm not gonna get graphic. He tells a story that he did it on the Bronco Buster, and the dude moved, and instead of hitting the turnbuckle, he hit the metal from the post, and it just caught and ripped it.
Ooh.
So okay,
that would hurt.
Let alone the pain. Yes, let alone the pain that would. Yes.
Blood.
Oh, Bailey's losing. Wow. All right.
Not
Hell yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't have a Rhea run in here.
Yeah.
Nia, I feel like needed that. Win.
Maybe Rhea comes right now though.
Maybe.
I just had to turn off the national championship game because it was halftime and Donald Trump was on my screen. And I was like, I'm watching football. I'm watching football. Why am I looking at a creamsicle? But, you know. Is Rhea coming out now?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Now you're going to get your ass kicked. Nia.
What
Do they-
on WWE?
Do they add?
Part of the muscle?
Do they add this to Saturday night's main event? Maybe Rhea and Nia.
Do we have? What do we have for matches for that?
Just 2, I think.
So they'll
3.
probably what? be
Wait, what's the
5?
third? What's the 3? So we got Gunther, Jay,
There's Braun Strowman
and
Braun
Jacob
Strowman
Fatu.
and Jacob Fatu, Jay and Gunther, the contract signing, and Braun Breaker and Sheamus.
That's right. So this could be the 4th, maybe Rhea and Nia for the title.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
And what was there on the last one? 4
To be
or 5?
fair,
There were 5 on
to
the
be
last
fair,
one.
There was 5. To be fair, though, there's only 3 matches for the Rumble. So maybe this is
And
the
2
Rumble.
of them are
Oh, no,
Rumbles.
Nia's in the Rumble.
Yeah.
We need to have one more match. Like, there's got to be 4.
I feel like
right,
a
on the
tag. I
Rumble?
feel like a tag title should be on the line, or you do New Day versus Ray and a partner.
Do we have a match for the Meta Girls and?
They're fighting on NXT.
Naomi?
Yeah, that's on
That's right,
NXT
okay.
next week.
Next
In
week for the
Atlanta,
titles.
Center stage.
For the titles,
That's
yeah.
the-
Stage,
that might be
right?
the Rumble
Okay.
What is that?
Center stage at Atlanta.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh,
Yeah, this is definitely
that's
definitely
right.
becoming a Saturday night's main event match. No question. No
I would
question.
assume, or unless it is the Rumble. But I
It could be
think
Rumble. It could be Rumble too.
We're in that window now
I would
where it
assume
could be
it'd
either.
Saturday.
Well, it can't be the Rumble.
And
because
really,
Nia's
does
in
it
the
matter?
Rumble.
It is. I mean, but Jay also announced he was in the Rumble.
Whoa!
And he wasn't. But I will say, it doesn't really matter. It's a filler match to get Rhea to the next
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
And they just needed to defend against someone, and Nia is that person. I guess. Alicia Taylor was like, oh shit. Oi, you bloody asshole.
There it is.
Although,
Hell yeah.
so I know you guys don't hear it, but she is turning into one of those Australian American accents that I do not appreciate.
Oh really?
She's losing her accent,
Yeah.
and it's pissing me off. the way she says some words and stuff. I'm like, you've been in America too long.
You need to come home.
Come back to us for a while. Come back home.
Adam Pearce just constantly looking disappointed, everybody. He's constantly...
I'd seen Rhea Ripley at wrestling years and years ago, and she was a little baby. Little
With
Demi.
the blonde hair?
Yeah, wait,
She had like a little short blonde cut.
Yeah.
And she was just in her little short, and she was just running around, and she was awesome. But yeah, little Demi was running around.
Is that was that what she was known as over there? Demi?
Her real name is Demi, yeah.
Yeah, this was pretty wild.
That was
pretty wild.
that's when it went to commercial too, and I was like, I think Finn's dead. Like, that was wild.
In a stretcher.
Stretcher.
So, JPJ and I have watched wrestling off stream a lot together.
Yes.
And I'll remain civil, but JPJ knows exactly what I would allow Finn Balor to do to me in very graphic detail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
JPJ's like, I do.
Yeah. We've had discussions.
Detail for detail.
Yeah, we have. We've talked about it.
And
in
JPJ's
depth.
just like,
I'll have that conversation. I don't care. Nothing. That doesn't bother me. I'll go all in.
You said you could help me with my lucha.
Oh, his Chad Gable getting his luchador expertise from Dom.
I kind of like this. It makes me laugh hysterically, but I kind of like it.
This is the guy.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh.
Judgment Day, JD McNidge. I'm off to master the dark arts of
he getting-
Lucha Libre.
The dark arts of Lucha Libre.
Did he say this is the guy and he's going to learn lucha?
It's never a bad thing for Gable to owe us one.
Yeah, the dude's a stud, all right, but that doesn't
What's
help
happening?
us. Next week, Pierce is giving us the tag title rematch, and Finn's
Oh.
not going to be
So-
there. He's laid up.
Well, listening to Finn hasn't led to much winning lately.
So what name did he give Chad?
Oh, you see that shade towards Finn right there? He's not there if they're talking shit behind his back.
I don't think he'll mind, right? As long as the tag titles are back.
Liv is anyway.
Yeah.
Plus, Wall's looking a little empty.
Yeah.
Most successful
Yeah,
Hooter
you're
waitress
absolutely
ever. 5 stars.
Got you.
You don't think Finn's going to mind that, do you?
Oh, no, no.
No, I'm actually. I need to ask a question about Hooters. I'm curious.
Yes.
So, like, is it a family thing?
No. I mean, it's not a family
No,
thing.
it's not like
But what?
they're not. It's food. I understand it's like a restaurant type of deal. But like, is it just girls in tight shirts with
Yeah.
nice?
It's girl. Well, no,
Yeah.
not all of them even have like. Everyone thinks it's these it's just
No.
it's just good. It's good-looking
That's what
girls
my-
wearing tight
my
clothes
brain
as the servers.
Like
That's all.
booty shorts and
Booty shorts and
It's not
tight
like-
shirts.
It's not. Is it like a?
They're not whipping them out or
I'm
anything.
asking this out of curiosity.
They're not whipping
to
them
be
out. Like it's all
problematic, but,
kosher.
Is it like a sexual?
No.
Or is it
I mean,
just like?
well, I mean, look they're dressed in a way that like certain people are gonna go there
He's
and be
like,
like, these girls are hot. That's why I'm going to Hooters. Like, but it's, I don't know. I feel like
So it's
Yeah, I
no
get-
different than any other bar where the waitresses will sort of flirt with you
Yeah, yeah.
to get better tips.
yeah, and just
Okay.
at Hooters they're
Have an
wearing
easier time because
Yeah.
they're wearing less than
Correct.
most places.
they are accentuating
Okay.
their positives.
Yes. They're
See,
assets.
what- Okay, so it's not like it's like a fucking strip club. Like it's.
No, and I don't
No,
know if
no.
there's,
It's
like,
a
an
it's a
age
literal
restriction,
like
during
chicken
the
wing
day,
and burger restaurant.
Families can go in, right? Like people can take
Families can go in at all
Okay.
times. There's no age limit. Yeah.
See, here there was, but I
Okay.
think that we have just different laws here with minors being allowed in places that serve alcohol after
Yeah.
a certain hour.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Asian Joe in the chat says that Chad is going to consult El Generico, is what he said.
oh my god, that's hysterical.
That's good stuff.
Wasn't there
Well, I'm
that
trying to figure out
report
who
that I
the guy
seen?
is. Like,
There was someone coming in. He was in TNA. I always get his name wrong. Starts with a H. That's all I know.
oh, Hechicero
It was
or
a guy that was
whatever.
in.
No, who is it?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
I don't think it's Hechicero. He's in. It's
No.
Yeah, he's
It
somewhere
was some guy with. He had like multiple names. It was like L something something something.
Oh, here comes the Martin
my
Luther
God.
King thing. Here comes the MLK thing.
Oh, Vikingo?
No, it can't be Viking. Oh no, I feel like I would have heard about that.
Yeah, no. I
He's
feel
going to
that was the
WWE?
name that I read. I feel like
He's
that
on
was the name that I
TNA,
read.
so
Oh, if
But
he's
he's
in
on
TNA,
TNA.
that could make sense. That can make
Is
sense.
he on TNA?
Yeah.
He was on GCW last night.
No, yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
He was on GCW last night, so.
He's kind of been everywhere. He's been on AEW. He's been, you know,
Maybe
he's kind of...
belong to anybody.
It's L. No, L. I'm gonna write it in the chat because I can't pronounce it. Is that okay?
Someone's waiting. We're like,
Yeah. You almost went for it. You were like L. You just kind of. I don't want to say it.
Wow, he's got a lot of names.
I don't want to be too
Who's
wrong.
this guy? I'm gonna just making sure that I wrote it right. No, I didn't.
I think Sawyer Wreck retired just because they've had enough.
Yeah, they did it for a long time, right? Like 12, 13 years. They were on the Independents or
comes a
something like
time
that.
That's the name that I'm reading.
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Oh, Dr. Wagner, I know.
That's the
That's
name
the
that I'm
full
reading
name?
on this.
That seems like two different people.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna show up in WWE and he's gonna be like, Hurricane. You know, Hurricane's a bad one. There was already one of those, but it's gonna not be that.
No. El Hurricane. Now I'm on a mission to see. Oh,
Martin?
that is a real wrestler.
Martin, if you were,
He was in Pro Wrestling Noah.
Yeah.
there
I don't
was.
know.
I did.
That might be who they're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh.
13 hours ago, I'm seeing that he's linked to WWE. There we
All right,
go.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm not going crazy.
I mean, it's a short trip, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, I think
fun.
it's different when you talk about independent wrestlers because, like, independent wrestlers, yeah, there are long-term independent wrestlers, but if you're not making a ton of money on the independents, at some point, your career might be shorter than,
Oh, it's peak done.
you know.
I'm
I mean,
here to break some.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think at some point, either you realize you're not going to make it big time,
Yeah,
like to one of the big, and you're like, I need something that's more stability for the rest of
yeah,
my
family,
life.
my life, whatever, you know. Yeah.
You don't want to travel, 52 weeks of the year or
Yeah.
50 weeks of the year or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow, Marzell,
Hey,
over on the TikTok.
Oh, Warfare
Appreciate
said
that.
there was a Demon Finn reference. I didn't
There
catch
was,
that.
there
I
was.
missed it. I was too busy yapping.
Yeah, we're just talking shit.
Was that I said during the GCW watch along? Less yapping, more slapping. Let's go.
Mm.
Oh God, I love pizza.
Okay, guys,
He's
everyone's
gonna
gonna
lose.
get on me for this, but this is a safe space because it's you two, and I
Yeah.
love you guys. But I've never watched a GCW show. Should I?
Yeah, I think in general.
JPK,
No,
you and me
I-
have watched wrestling together a lot.
I
Would
think in
like
gen-
because you know what I like and what I don't like.
I think there would be parts of it you would like.
Peggy looked like I don't.
I don't think last night's would have been the show to watch
Yeah.
for you. But I think
It's
if you,
hard. I don't watch a lot of GCW either,
yeah,
right?
and I'm
So,
not,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm not saying this
It
because
doesn't- I don't know if it's up my alley.
I'm not saying this because of who you are, but I think you would enjoy Effie's Big Gay Brunch. I think you would enjoy that a lot. I think you would enjoy Joey Janela's
I'm a
Spring.
homosexual?
No, that's
Are you
why
making a
I
gay
prefaced
joke?
it, Josh. I prefaced it.
It's because it's unhinged,
I like
crazy
Effie.
nonsense.
Yeah, it's unhinged, crazy nonsense. I think you would like
I
Joey
like-
Janela's Spring
so-
Break. I think is another one you would like. Those are like fun. See,
I
GCW
like
either
stupidity in wrestling.
yeah,
That's
like
my favorite.
GCW. I feel like either has like this super duper like violent side of them, or they have this like fun, like Matt Cardona, Steph Delaney. Like they have this fun, effy, crate. Like it's violent because it's a violent thing, but like.
You
Sure,
missed
yeah.
Pete Dunne's entrance because you were on commercial, right?
Yeah, we just came back right now. They're doing a promo
Just
about Dallas
talking
in
the
general.
crowd, getting the crowd riled up because as you do before Penta.
Penta's
debuts,
gonna
right?
get exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look at they
That's what
gave him.
happened last time they had Chad Gable shit talking in the
Yeah,
audience.
get everyone riled up. So when Penta comes out, he gets an even bigger applause than he's gonna.
They did it on SmackDown too. Jacob Fatu and before Solo and stuff like that.
After I got to Ohio State.
So yeah, I didn't know how to answer the GCW because I don't watch a lot of wrestling with you, so I don't know what you like. Like I don't.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
don't know
like
what I.
deathmatch wrestling, but I don't like violent. Like it sounds weird. Like I don't like all the blood and the gore.
No, I don't either.
So,
This is the
like,
head coach of Notre Dame
There's
football.
I don't know what my limit is.
Yeah, why see?
I don't know what my limit is with that kind of stuff, but I know it when I see it.
Yeah, you would see it.
There's just a point in those kind of.
I think there would be
wrestling where I
certain.
go,
There he is. Wait a minute.
Now
Oh, that was last year. I'm like, wait a minute. He's on the sideline coaching right now.
That's what I was like. Why is he on Raw?
But that is the head coach of Notre Dame.
So normally, like GCW was in New York last night, and they have a lot of rules for death matches. So it wasn't the violent ultra gore stuff last night. But I also found last night just dragging, and I don't know how much of that was the alley catch injury.
Yeah, it felt like that whole thing just killed the vibe, killed the feel of that show, and then it was that. Because people have gotten hurt and shit gets shortened before.
Yeah.
But it was that, and then it was whatever the fuck it was before the trios match, the very next match, where they had the entrances, and then they stood there for 25 minutes.
Yeah,
and nothing happened.
Why, right?
Yeah, because they had to take an ambulance to bring Allie, so they needed another ambulance at the venue
so they had to kill
before
time.
It's like, brother.
But you could have had a way better promo than that.
Yeah.
Like, you should have brought Matt Cardona out and just teased who his mystery partner
very
was
bizarre.
for 20 minutes.
Time for
Like,
that Sami Zayn to show up, and you know what? I'm almost rooting for that. Sami.
I think Seth is going to turn on Sami Zayn.
If push comes to shove, the Rumble, I will throw you right over that top rope.
So, Agent Joseph, what about the legendary El Conquistador?
That would have been great.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
How we doing, Scott?
Lindsay Dorado, didn't he just?
Yeah, he
sign
just
with
showed up
WWE?
again at NXT. Yeah. No, I think it was Veda Scott
It's
and
Karrion Kross. It's Karrion Kross behind Seth.
yeah, that was Karrion Kross behind Seth. Ooh.
There was multiple. I don't know who it was exactly because I'm not super familiar.
All right, here we go. Penta. Once again, I'm ready. I like Penta.
I think this is another great opponent for Penta.
Oh yeah, 2 straight weeks they've given him people that are going to get good matches.
2 very different wrestlers too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you think, Chad Gable's very technical, and then Pete Dunne is a bruiser, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you've got, It also proves how good Penta is, because Penta is like, okay, I don't care what style you fight, let's go.
Adaptable, baby.
Oh,
versatility.
The crowd.
So he's gonna get really over in WWE. He's already over.
Yeah, he's over. Like, no,
I think even if a lot of people did not know who he was last week, everyone was like, yeah.
The second you see him. The second you see him.
Yeah, and like, visually, he...
Like, that whole thing.
That is a marketing...
Yeah. Like, it was no debate. Like, if they get the little kids.
That's marketing that, like, they're gonna sell so many masks, dude.
Yeah.
They probably already have.
I'm waiting for them to bring out the black hoodie. They have a hoodie, and it's a great
He's
hoodie,
so
but
cool
it's
the way
white.
you, like...
Yeah, like, he just moves like a panther or something. Like yeah.
It's like, just... I don't mean to sound dated in my reference here, but he's got swag.
Yeah.
I don't think the kids say swag anymore, but I do.
It's Aura, I believe, is the new one. He's got a
Riz. Riz could also wear.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say he does have a swagger to him, where it's like the way he walks and the way he does things. It's very.
I like his vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got the crowd eating out of his hand. I love
the
it.
cap. He got Riz.
You know what? This music is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
No,
so.
it's not the best thing ever, but it's definitely a.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's
not as
definitely
bad
a
as I thought
step up from the normal trash music we hear. Not great, but it's not bad. But yeah, like.
How do y'all feel about Dakota Kai's new music last week? I actually really liked it.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I liked
we
her.
were watching and we were like, she has new music. She's gonna win.
That's what I thought. I was like, they gave her new music. She's winning.
That's what I was like too.
But
JPJ and I had so many conversations about how much I wanted Dakota to win.
I did. I did too. I was rooting for her. However, I will say they couldn't. Either one. They couldn't have gone a wrong way with either one of those winners. Like I was rooting for Dakota though. But.
I haven't seen the jacket in the shop. I only saw 2 t-shirts and 2 hoodies and a mask.
A mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were selling a mask, but...
The next commercial I get, because I get commercials, I'm going to run to the bathroom and fill my water, and you two can gloat about how you don't have commercials. And how much the Republic, or whatever the hell you're a part of, is better than the superior nation of the United States of America.
Commonwealth, and?
The Commonwealth, whatever. Royal family
What
nonsense.
are we, America?
Yeah, don't you guys have fair and equal elections?
Yeah.
Like America, where everybody totally gets to go vote and no parties suppress them at all? Totally never happens. Everybody gets to vote.
Free healthcare.
We don't suppress votes so a certain side has a chance to win every year. No way. No way. No way that happens in America. No way. How would that be fair?
I mean, I live in Florida, basically.
How would that be fair? Soon you will be. You'll be the Florida of the North.
My province is very like my premier is down at the inauguration right now.
You know who else is there?
That's awesome. Love to hear.
You know who else is there? The CEO of TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible how that worked out. Incredible how that worked out,
how
huh?
that works, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, I have a commercial. I'm going to the bathroom. You guys can talk about all the great stuff you're seeing that none of us superior folks in America get to see.
So superior that you don't get to see.
Whatever you say.
All right,
Yeah,
JPJ's
we're
gonna
just
sit
better
that off.
than
We can
him.
just shit talk him. So
Yeah,
get out of here, JPJ.
what a shit bitch.
So Pete Dunne, what's his obsession with hands? Like he's always like breaking fingers or stomping on hands,
That's like,
or
you know how people always like, oh, you like feet? Like that's gross. Why aren't we talking about him having an obsession with hands? Weird. Do you actually
that's why Fred
prefer?
wears gloves.
Do you prefer no commercials
Yes.
for Raw?
Mhm.
Do you find yourself struggling sometimes to be like, when do I go to the toilet? When do I do this? When do I go? I guess you just kind of do it, but
yeah.
But I don't know. For
because-
PLE,
yeah.
is whatever you sure, but
During the for Raw specifically, since it's different, between matches you have like the promos in the crowd, like you know nothing's coming of those. That's
and you
when
can
you
go and you can just kind of I guess I get what you mean.
Like
it's really nice.
Yeah. To see that not get the match broken.
Um,
Except you get the black screen though. Like between
like briefly before it goes to
like you know it's
like,
going to
like,
commercial.
It'll be like they'll be like, oh, can Pete Dunne survive? Raw rolls on, and then it will go black, and then for like 2 seconds probably, and then it goes into the. It is kind of why it's not surprising, but it's just something to think about. I guess we are literally on the same feed.
Yeah. In two very different parts of the world.
There's an international feed and there's an American. Yeah. The international feed and then there's an American feed, obviously, but.
I mean, the 75 Scott, the 75 day delay with
I prefer
TikTok,
it,
I think it's probably going to continue. I don't think TikTok's actually going anywhere. You missed the conversation at the beginning of the stream when Josh and I were talking about how different TikTok was without Americans for 12 hours.
All right, the American's back, so y'all can shut up.
I'm a bit scared, to be honest, about TikTok. If I can be completely honest.
Oh, it's going to be awful.
Being associated with, it's going to become like that propaganda tool.
Correct.
Like Twitter.
Correct.
Without getting too far into, have you seen the new rules on TikTok? There's a whole list of things that you can and can't do now, and they're very wild.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the guy who actually started, the guy who actually started the ban for TikTok in 2020, all of a sudden in 2025 is the hero that saved it.
He's the hero.
The day before he gets inaugurated to make him look
good. A lot of stuff
that's
getting censored and a lot of stuff that's not getting censored.
And now he has.
I did notice that too. I screen recorded something yesterday about someone talking about. Let me just say, without getting into too specifics, because I'm not on my own channel, I don't want to, shit on over JPJ's grade. But there's a certain comparison to someone that led a German nation in the 1940s, and it was millions of views and got censored within 2 hours of it being up. I couldn't repost it, I couldn't comment on it, I couldn't like it, and I recorded it, and I was like, "This is where we're heading."
Well, listen, right now he has.
And that side of things wants to be like, well, everything's censored, everything's woke, but then they censor things that don't align with their side of things. So,
if you look at social media,
I don't want to.
Yeah, if you look at social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok are all at his back. They are all at his back. They all support him. The guys in charge all support him. It's all going to be pro this, pro that. He's the savior. He's this, he's that. And it's just going to be... And that's what it is.
Well,
yeah, aren't we meant to... I don't know. Go on, Peggy.
But,
I was just going to say, I know when they went offline or whatever, it was like, President Trump's going to save us or whatever. And then it was like, thank you, Donald Trump, for saving us. We knew where it was going the second, and they praised him.
Yeah. Once they mentioned his name, I was like, this is such a ploy
Yeah, he was sitting
because
with the
most of America, and I don't consider myself a smart individual in general, but most of America are fucking idiots, and they are going to see that and believe that he really because they're morons.
Well, TikTok was a sponsor of one of his parties last night.
Yeah.
And TikTok, the CEO of TikTok, was sitting beside the national intelligence person today as well. So I'm just gonna leave that there.
It's just here's my
wow.
You know,
wow.
A big part of why Jesus. When I left Twitter, I know that I got pretty bad with stuff of like being very heavily involved in that world because it was affecting me. I'm not saying I was perfect, but I think what makes me really worried about the world is because people are like, you're in Australia, why do you care? It's like, I don't think you understand how powerful America is. It's like, he's the leader of the most powerful nation in the entire world. It has a domino effect on everyone, Canada, everybody. And
especially us, because
I
we're
just think within hours, within hours of him being in power, he's already, you know, inviting more hate onto a community that already has a lot of hate with transgender people. And then also there was that fucking Nazi salute that Elon Musk did within hours. Like, it's just, I know people can call me woke. I'd rather be called woke than whatever they are. So I don't know. I don't want to. Again, I know I'm not on my own channel, so I don't want to, you know, be a horrible person. But my lord, it's very scary, I think. Anyway, wrestling's on.
Yeah, you know.
Oh. I love that he's really playing up the hands, and then you know he's gonna drop his zero now. Right. Joe's getting too violent in the chat.
I was gonna say, Asian Joe said it's the worst case. It's the worst case of real can they coexist? With
I meant his comment before that about he's gonna beat me so bad that I'll struggle to go to the toilet for years. I'm like, really? So violent, so aggressive.
You know, I know it sucks that Rey Fenix isn't with him, but I think it's the best thing for Penta.
Right now, yeah.
I hope that
when he does come over, eventually.
I hope that they don't. I hope they keep them separate. I don't think they need to be a tag team. Yeah. I just worry that they get looped into this. They're a tag team and nothing else, right?
I totally understand that. Oh my god, yeah.
But because we were talking like about how good Phoenix is by himself too, right? Like people, like everyone's like, Penta's incredible. They're like, yeah,
Phoenix is better.
Yeah.
And I worry Jinkers.
I worry if they put them in a tag team together that they'll throttle them a bit and they'll become like less than they are as individuals.
He's doing the arm break. This could be it. This is how we ended it last week, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh, it looks gnarly.
Yep. Oh no, he does the kind of like package.
Like
a small package, yeah, that thing. Penta driver.
Yeah, and he's like all twisted.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would call it.
Penta.
I don't know if they want. I mean, I could see them wanting to go as a tag team, but if they have to wait.
Oh, I think they're gonna do what they want, but I mean, they signed. The original plan was to bring them in as a tag team. I think it happens immediately once Ray's there. Or able.
My whole thing, you just take it. It's gonna be like Kyle Fletcher. You just put him back in a tag team now that Mark's back. No, I mean, I think Penta's a superstar. I don't think he has to go back in the tag team. I mean, we'll see. But as long as they don't wrap them all up into the LWO.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. Just over there.
Pete Dunne, longest reigning before Gunther, longest reigning United Kingdom champion.
But you can't have him beat Penta. Like, I mean,
no.
Like he's incredible, but you can't have him beat Penta. Like I'm tired of Pete Dunne losing all the time too, but he's not beating.
But it's
Penta.
not like he's getting squashed. That's a great match. You know, he's not jobbing out.
Yeah, and that's what you need for Penta too. You need him to have like good matches against Logan Paul.
Man.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go and
he'll be in the Rumble.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He talks about how he's like a fighting champ and how he's full time in the WWE. When's the last time he was actually in a ring? It's been a while, right?
SummerSlam.
Yeah. So.
Did he wrestle after SummerSlam?
I don't know.
I don't think so, right? I don't think he's wrestled since he lost the U.S. title, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so like full-time WWE superstar, but is not on TV or in the ring. Just running promos. Okay. I mean,
So what makes you think the WWE
is what it is, right?
I mean, look, he's a piece of shit, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't gotta, you know. I can separate. I can separate.
What are you snacking on?
Pirate booty.
So you are doing your firmly
Right after.
right after?
Yep.
Nice. Live.
Live.
Cool.
Live after Raw. So whenever Raw ends, we'll obviously say our goodbyes here like normal.
Is it still going? Why I pissed? Great.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good timing though. It's pretty good timing.
Yeah, I'll let JPJ.
No, after Raw tonight, usually firmly WWE is on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m., but it is school testing in New York, and Drew works for the school system, so he's on mornings this week.
Damn
so,
kids.
I know. So,
Fuck them kids.
yeah, who needs them? Yeah, so we're doing firmly WWE tonight, right after Raw on Love
So
Wrestling. We're
Judgment
going live.
Day is fighting War Raiders for the titles next week, but it's Dominic and JD.
Yeah, that's what they said in the backstage promo, because Finn is still laid up from last week. Oh, damn.
The crowd, man of the people.
Just give me your wife in the Rumble. That's all I want, okay? I know it's not going to happen. The ship has well and truly settled, I think. But just,
I don't know. She's doing a couple like
such an
wrestling
AJ.
con appearances and stuff like that. But... You know what I need? I
I
need.
was such an AJ, Mark.
I loved AJ.
I can see AJ coming to the Rumble.
Yeah, like a one-off. I need
they've
two
mentioned
things.
her a few times now, right?
Yeah, I need two things. I need AJ.
I thought last year was the year and it didn't.
Oh, they're interviewing him up here.
This is where they do all those ones that you don't get.
Oh,
to
that
see.
we don't get to see. Fair. I need two things. I need AJ in the Rumble, and I need him to not say, "Does it feel good to be in wherever the f they are on a Monday night?" CM Punk with your
Dallas
bullshit.
on a Monday night.
Does it feel good to be in Dallas,
He's gonna
Texas
say
on a
it.
Monday?
Do it. Come on, do it, Punk.
He's obviously going to take a dig at the Dallas Stars
The
as well.
line, Punk.
With the people of Dallas.
Jackie, before you get to questions, I have a question for you.
We go.
Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Dallas, Texas, or what?
I love it so much just because
sorry.
JPJ does.
You are CM Punk, bro. What is this bullshit? Bullshit.
Punk, you know it is.
Oh,
I am on Team JPJ for this. He's a douchebag.
You are
Let him be.
CM Punk with this.
I don't like it. Like at a personal level, I only like it because of the reaction that JPJ.
I don't mind. Look, I don't mind
He's very
babyface CM Punk.
visceral.
I like babyface CM Punk.
I
That
do.
shit you're saying, fucking you in your height, you would rag on John Cena for cutting bullshit promos like that with lines like that. Now you're doing it. Cut it out.
John Cena.
With the Rumble so close to Chicago, you might as well have AJ do a cameo spot for it.
Drew McIntyre.
Speaking of cameos and totally off topic, I don't know if you saw Effie is doing all the money from his cameos is going to Alley Catch right now.
Nice.
So if you are an Effie fan,
Oh, that's lovely.
History. And I am the maker of history. It was just 3 short
her
weeks ago,
GoFundMe
I
is
main
doing well,
evented
which is
the
good because
first
her bills are going to
Monday
be
Night Raw live on Netflix, and
high
I beat
and her income
Seth
will be
Rollins,
low.
Somebody favored to win this Royal Rumble. It is a very fickle business. What have you
Fickle.
done for me lately? Lately, I make history, and I'll do it in 2 short weeks at the Royal Rumble when I walk in.
He's gotta be one of the few favorites, right?
29 other superstars
I
over
would
the top
think
rope.
so.
The stakes are
He's in
much
that.
too
He's
high.
always
The lights
he's
are
always
much
in
too
the.
bright. The
Okay, can I ask you a
pressure
question
is
about
on,
CM
and that
Punk?
is when
Yeah.
CM Punk comes
Is
alive,
he
and that
is he a
when
good
he
looker?
thrives. Nobody
Like a good-looking man?
Is he good looking?
when
I don't
got
know.
my best with these people
Yeah.
behind me.
I don't know if he is. I'm trying to decide.
Did you
I
see
need other
John
people's
Cena?
opinions.
I did.
I think the
can't
gray's nice in
see
his beard.
John Cena throwing me over the top
I
rope.
think he
I'm
has a
getting
certain
ready first.
appeal,
Did you
but
see
he's not
Roman
my type.
Reigns?
Sure.
Roman Reigns needs
Okay, well, that's
my
understand.
help
to settle family
I'd do him.
disputes at war games and in
That's
the
you
Are too
know,
obsessed with friendship bracelets for me.
yeah, you know.
I like money, so anyone with money, I'll have sex with.
I mean,
Who am I to say
please,
no to anyone
please,
anyway?
I need it. I need it.
You guys just pimping yourselves out here.
I'll throw his dusty ass over the
Oh, Punk talking crap about Hogan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, now he's all of a sudden
Drag
10%
him,
more
Punk.
attractive.
All right, greatest babyface ever. Ask me how good it feels to be in fucking Dallas every week. I'm so into this.
Starfield, Indianapolis, Indiana. My name is CM Punk, and I am settling scores, and I am cashing in debts.
This is actually calling in his favor. I'm calling in a favor or two.
Yep, I think that's how he gets the Roman match because that's the rumor, right? Has to be
Which
with
is
the favor.
why I don't think he's winning the Rumble, because he's going to call in his favor to get the match. Yeah.
I'm always like really certain by this point in the Rumble build. I'm like, these are the two people that I think are going to win, and I'm going to stick to it. I have no guesses, and I'm very into that.
Yeah, I am too.
What, 9?
It may change over the next
9 or
week.
10
You know?
declared in the men's?
It might even be less than that. It might be 7 or 8.
Something like that around that number, though.
Cena, Punk, Drew,
But like,
Seth.
anyone, I'm
yeah,
always
it's
just
probably
like, I always
8,
know.
9.
Should they know? But you know what I mean. You always have that like visceral like. These are the people I'm sticking to. I have no guesses. I'm very into it.
Yep.
Asian Joe, is it great to be
love
alive on a Monday Night Live when JPJ loves gaming?
Yeah, that is true though. You can say it here. You can say it here. I just don't want to hear CM Punk say it anymore. The betting, not that anybody like needs to necessarily pay attention to betting lines when it comes to pro wrestling, but the betting favorite in the men's rumble is still John Cena. He has been the betting favorite since they dropped.
He's probably the closest thing I have to a pick.
For me too.
To be honest.
For me too. Like right now, he would still
And
be
I'm not
my
mad
pick if
about
I
it.
had to pick. I'm not either.
And
If someone put a gun to my head and
disagree.
said, "Who do you pick?" I'd probably say John Cena.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know who's
fine.
going to win, but I don't think it's going to be John Cena because I think him losing sets him on his trajectory of fighting everybody to get his WrestleMania match.
That is actually a really good point because he's really setting us up with that first promo of like, I'm fighting from the bottom.
Yeah. And so if he wins the Rumble,
kind of like
he
he's
really
a
doesn't have to do
loser,
anything till Mania, really. So if he doesn't win, then he's got to fight in like a second chance match, or he's got to fight somebody, and he's a triple threat, or however it
In the
works to get his
chamber,
match.
yeah.
In the
Win
chamber, right?
like
exactly.
do this, like, yeah.
That's
in Toronto, is it? No.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only reason I don't think it's Cena. Do I know who it is? No, but I could see like Logan Paul getting rid of Cena.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
a
Logan
match
Paul,
that I
no.
think is definitely happening. Is Logan
So
Paul?
if
and John
Logan
Cena.
Paul turfs Cena out of the ring, Logan Paul's not winning, but then we get that match, right? Like,
Yeah, I also think
Is there a possibility that like Cena's? I had this like random thought a couple of days ago, and I kind of leaned myself away from it. But John Cena's last match is going to be in December, like he's having this year.
yes.
What about if his last match is for the championship? Like he chases it all year, and that's his last match. Whether he wins or loses is another thing. But like his last match is for the WWE title.
I think he wins it before that, and he loses it at his last.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna break Flair's record.
yeah.
I feel like
I get
he
it.
is, right? So
But I think he's old school to go out
I
on
think
his
he
back.
should.
yes, that's why I think that's, and I know Flair and Triple H were like this at one point, but I think
But now they're like this.
I think Cena needs, before the year is over, Cena needs to have that record. He needs to have that record.
And whether he wins that at
Sonya
Mania
Deville
or-
is a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful
Who is it?
person. I actually think like Sonya is just
Oh, yeah,
Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman.
I agree.
It's really nice to see her back too after all
I said that
the
was,
ridiculousness that was happening to
Shit.
her in her personal life. Yeah.
Oh my
I felt
God.
so
Awful,
bad for
awful.
her, man. Like so bad. Up Sonya Deville. I think she's a really good promo. I think
Yep.
she's a really good promo.
I think a lot of people
I think she's
that's
always
got,
been
like,
on the
bringing
outside.
in
I think
Jason
she'll
Cody.
win.
Meanwhile, tonight for the 27th time, Monday Night Raw.
No, Hoosier, he's just doing 2025. This year's WrestleMania is his last
Done
WrestleMania.
after December.
Yeah, everything this year is his last.
Correct. And they probably won't, but that last match of his should be Saturday night's main event in December in Boston.
Against?
Should be against Cody. in my opinion. But I think that's the Mania match. I think right now, I still think Cena's winning the Rumble and he's challenging Cody.
Yeah,
Even though he should challenge Gunther, that makes more sense. But who am I?
What belt is the one he needs to win to beat the record? Cody's?
I think they both count.
I think they both count, but Cody's technically is the WWE title lineage. Is Cody's belt.
But he didn't win the WWE Championship 16 times.
Correct.
He won the World Heavyweight and
Correct.
WWE, and they counted it as a world title
Yes.
reign. So.
Okay, so that's where I was confused because I was like, which title does he need to win? But either one matters. Like, either one will get him the...
Yeah, because he's not a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion or 16-time WWE Champion. He's just a 16-time World Champion.
Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah.
See, if this is 3-on-2, though, Asuka's coming back.
I think he could win it at Mania.
Or Kyrie. It would be Kyrie.
It could be Kyrie. Oh, yeah, because Kyrie did get injured by them, right? So that would make sense. It is going to be Kyrie.
She didn't get... I don't think she was actually injured. I think she was just...
Like
home for the holidays.
Yeah.
In Japan.
All right, who's coming out?
One would think it would be Kyrie, but if you wanted a bigger pop and they were healthy enough, Asuka would be gigantic
now,
right now.
I mean, as much as I don't
I love Dakota Kai.
The backstage stuff, like
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Asuka, like not even whispers. Which would be a big surprise. Which I think they might save that for Rumble then, if they're keeping it that tight of a secret.
And that's albeit if
Also,
she's ready to come back.
Also, I don't know if you noticed how Dakota Kai was just
Dakota
looking.
Kai.
Is there not in this match, but is there a chance that Dakota could turn heel?
Possibly.
No, she's a
we're
baby
showing
face.
Kyrie
It's
backstage.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie has got a really good scream.
Mm.
It's a very visceral, like, pain scream.
For the
Like, she's
small
very
little
good at
size that she is. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is 3-on-2 right now, so it has to be Kyrie, right?
Kyrie's, yeah.
Because this is 3. Oh, no, sorry. Sonya's down on the match, so it's 2-on-2. It's 2-on-2.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
never
it's down-
let Sonya
yeah.
wrestle, man.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's very weird.
Oh, is Sonya hurt though?
I don't believe so. I honestly could be wrong, but
I mean, she
don't
could have
believe
a
she
working
is.
injury, right? Like something that's not taking her out, but keeping
Sure,
her
yeah.
from being in.
Sure,
like, full
sure,
time.
yeah. That's, hey, very possible. She's clearly the mouthpiece of these two because
Yeah.
if anything, well, not so much Shayna, but Zoe is a horrible promo. Oh my goodness. So like she's clearly that's what her role is here, but I don't know. Fuck, I love Dakota Kai, guys. Oh my god, I know I say it a lot, but I love Dakota Kai. I always
just hope
have.
she stays
I've always
healthy.
liked Dakota so much. Yeah, that's her knee. She's got crappy knees, man. They're horrible.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. That was a rookie. Zoe Stark.
Wow. Damn.
Whoa!
Holy. Listen.
Dinkers, Louise, holy moly.
Listen, Zoe Stark,
wow.
she cannot talk. That is correct. But in the ring, fantastic. Like, as good as it gets. And as good as it gets. Look at this.
That was a... Woo!
My
Good Lord,
God.
Lord. Oh, my goodness.
Woo! Smashed her, dude.
Bump, like, take a good bump all the time. but that-
Smashed her.
Woo!
This one was over. Wow, Zoe. Yeah, Dakota is in trouble now.
I agree, Joe. I think we are
Oh my
approaching
God,
time where it's definitely time to break up Damage Control. I feel like they are.
I just don't think it does any of them.
No.
It doesn't do them a disservice, but it doesn't do them favors.
Yeah.
It's run its course, and that's fine. Things happen
course.
like that, but also, like, where do the three go if they're not together? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. They could get lost very easily. If not so much Io, but Dakota and Kyrie. This group was not Damage Control, Pure Fusion Collective, was dead to me the moment they got their name.
Oh.
I was like, well, this
I
is
feel like they
gonna
were
work.
dead to everybody the second they got
And
there.
it
Now, I think
should
that's been a
work.
problem.
It should work. They all look like they should be together.
I mean, I'm being dead honest.
What if they don't win?
I do
They
think.
always lose.
Yeah, I do think this is a perfect example of how I think the name did kill it a little bit. I think the name did
What a
kill it because
horrid
it is brutal. That is a brutal name.
Did they
I know
need
when
a
they
name?
announced
Do
it,
you
it
have
never
to have a name for these things?
I mean, me and Josh came up with some
And I
names,
was like, what the fuck?
but we watch
Are
wrestling
they?
privately.
I was just
I
gonna
said,
say, are they
I-
like names that you can
you
give
want
out
me to say
publicly?
it?
I mean,
Should I do it, JPJ?
I mean, if you want,
I wanted to call them the Scissor Shield.
pretty good.
I heard there was one that was
Shayna's a
just called the
lesbian.
Shield, but it was
Shayna's a
spelled with
lesbian.
capital SHE
Yeah.
for Shield. I
Yeah.
liked that. Because G Shield.
Pluggo was in the chat earlier, Scott, but I think, yeah, now it's not Notre Dame. It's not looking good for Notre Dame, so I'm sure we might not be hearing back from Pluggo anytime soon.
It's gone to bed, probably.
Especially if they lose.
Football.
So that's
JPJ?
college. Yeah. So tonight is the national championship game in college football. And of all the sports teams that Pluggo likes, Notre Dame is the team he roots for the most. Like your Adelaide Crows, Notre Dame Irish is that for him. And they're in the championship for the first time in I think like 11 or 10 years. Plus they routinely choke, so they get shit on a lot. So like he's really, yeah.
God, EO's good, guys. I know that's not a breaking news statement.
Oh yeah.
EO's
That's-
so
Agent Joe's
good.
like, imagine the names that didn't make the cut. The worst part is that something probably really good was left on the table.
Yeah, like the Scissor Shield.
Yeah.
It's got to be better than Pure Fusion Collective. Holy moly.
I wanted them. Okay.
You could have just
I don't
called
know.
them the
yeah.
women, and it
yeah.
would have been better than
Yeah,
that.
the
Why didn't you
women. The
go with
women
Fatal
would have worked.
Attraction, like the what NXT had. You should have stolen that.
Oh. EO rules, man. EO just rules. Oh, it's 31-7 now? Damn, that's not good. All right, they're getting killed. Well, R.I.P. All right, so EO's getting the
That's
pinfall,
not a
huh?
nice name for that, is it?
The Bullet Train, what was it? The Bullet Train Attack?
Hack, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Not everything has to have a name.
No, like, can't it just be, oh, a
I
running
get it.
knee?
Marketing. Oh. Battle of the shitty knees. Dakota and Sonya.
Exactly.
Oh. Wait, are they going to win a match?
They might. Yeah, because it is technically the numbers game, and that would set up a return of Kyrie, and they're going to win.
What is this?
They're going to win. She's going to pin EO.
Is that any finish?
Oh, no. All right, I thought that might have been it. I liked her finish, the knee, that like, spinning knee.
Yeah, but no one can. It just never looks good. It never hits
know.
well. So
Yeah.
like half the time, it just looks like garbage.
Are they really going to... Oh.
I do have to say though, I really enjoyed the tag match last night on GCW with the Garbage Daddies.
Oh, yeah, I like
Especially
them.
because
I like
felt
them.
that.
Yeah. Nobody home there. All right, here we go. Dakota's going to do something. Whiff. That was an absolute whiff of that kick. All right. Oh, no. EO's going to get... Oh, what? Man, you know, I'm going to say it all the time, but, like...
Shayna's taking the fall.
How, like, what the hell with Shayna Baszler? The most dominant NXT champion of all time. Of all time. And she's done, you know...
She always takes the L too.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
What did you do?
Oh, here we go. 31-15. Come on, Notre Dame for Pluggo.
But like, what did Shayna do that like she just?
Vince.
Whose cup did she piss in? Like what happened?
Like Shayna Baszler was everything that they wanted Ronda Rousey to be. Like she is, like they are everything that they wanted Ronda to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell, bro? San Antonio, Texas. You know what I've heard?
That music, that skim we did with that fucking music just playing on loop the entire time.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, we were so sick of this music running in.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so now we got we
Have
got
you been to San Antonio?
No, but I have heard from multiple people. Dump.
Really?
That's what I've heard. That's what I've
And
heard.
everyone I know is like, you should go. It's like tons of food, tons of music.
Well, the food,
like,
yeah, the
like-
the Mexican food, like Southern Texas, Tex-Mex, Mexican, like you're gonna get
But
good
I'm looking
stuff
at
there.
this like the little like
Yeah,
canal.
I do love this of the canal though, where you can eat outside right here.
And everyone's like, the music.
Yeah, I see a Mexican flag over there on the
And
left.
apparently the art scene is really, really good too.
Okay, yeah. But what I've heard about the city, trash. Heard it's a dump.
Oh.
However, the Alamo is there. Exactly.
Is it how I word this? Is it a good part of Texas?
Is there a good part of Texas?
From my understanding,
Austin,
it's
Texas.
more-
Austin, Texas is supposed to be
It's
great.
more mixed. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
It's not like
It's dumpy but nice. Every place has its dumpy parts.
Sure.
Have you been to the basement of the Alamo? That's
I know, Joe. That makes me think. Have you?
Joe's just waiting down there for you. Oh, what a promo!
You think who? You think Seth's winning tonight? Who's winning this one tonight?
I just like how they've cut this together. I am delusional. I am.
Once we get to the next commercial again.
Yeah, because we have no idea how long these episodes are.
Exactly.
Right?
Although I did see a report that said Triple H views 2.5 hours as the sweet spot
I
for
agree
Raw.
with that.
I thought 2.5
2
hours
hours
last week was awesome.
But I mean, even like you're like, okay, 2 hours just flies by. 3 hours is too long. Clearly, there's a spot between those two. Like,
Yep. Yeah, Scott says that San Antonio is like witness protection. He's like, no one's gonna look for you there. No one's gonna look for you there.
Is that in reference also to the basement of the Alamo?
I don't know what that was. I need
lot
some more
going on.
clarification on that from Joe.
It's Joe. Joe scares me.
I know.
It's a wild card.
That makes me think that he's been to the basement of the Alamo.
Probably has like a ghost story thing, like Alcatraz.
A WrestleMania rematch tonight. Let's go. I think Seth needs a win. Seth needs a
Yeah,
win.
he's been losing a lot.
Yes, he has. All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom now because I have a feeling I'm getting a commercial right after this.
Go.
So I'll be back. Entertain the masses.
Faster.
Do I look like I run?
Don't tell me what to do.
Do I look like I run?
That's good shit.
Oh, no, Seth is coming now. I don't know if he's got a commercial or not.
Bye.
I just heard him talking. I'm like, you don't have your mic. Like, you might have a commercial too. This could be during a commercial. I wasn't paying attention if we got the black screen. So
I don't. I think this is not. That's very tame Seth gear. It's just red.
yeah, I noticed he's going a lot more tame during like the regular weekly shows. He's not as flamboyant as he normally is. You missed 2015 to 2017, Seth. What does that mean? Sorry?
Are you a Seth person? Do you like Seth?
I like Seth a lot, actually.
Are you a Seth fan?
Yeah.
Me too, yeah. He's probably in my upper echelon of guys that I really like now.
I think there's something. I mean, I think he's great in the ring. Sure, he's got great promos. I think every time he comes out, and I'm just like, who are we wearing, Seth? Like, I just love that he's just like unapologetically over the top. Like,
yeah, I'm really into that.
He definitely does not look like every other wrestler. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you line them all up and you're like, okay, there's the generic this look, the generic that look. You're like,
there's
no,
like
Seth is like,
there's like a bunch that kind of look the same, like even like body shape and stuff like that. What he wears, all of it. I like Seth a lot. I'm big into Seth.
Like if you're talking about like wrestling gear and stuff for the men, I think you'd have Seth like in his own tier. Like, do you know what I mean? Like he doesn't really.
Sure, yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, especially like when you have his like
I'm like
mania moments when he comes in. Like,
he looks. I'm like obsessed with like wrestling fashion, like what people wear, color schemes, just what suits them. Like it doesn't have to be flashy. I'm just saying what suits them as a performer.
This is actually really cool. He's up on the barricade there during the commercial, interacting with the fans on the commentary desk. He knows how to like eat all of that up, and the crowd just feeds him. Like they're just like, let me sing your song. Rollins on Netflix. It's great.
I've seen Seth live a few times now. I seen at a house show in Melbourne in like 2015, 14, just after he turned heel. I seen him at Super Showdown in Melbourne in 2018. Then I seen him in Perth. He was probably like the highlight of every show to me, nearly, of just like crowd interaction.
There's something about the energy. It's
was
very
fun.
much like with Jey Uso live. Like that whole thing is just a whole like it's a moment, right? It's not just a match,
no,
right? There's moments. Yeah.
It was fun doing that singing. I know it's like generic to say and like cliche, but it was so fun just like being a part of that and being like, whoa, everyone is singing this song.
And you're like, it's very much like this is exactly like it's on TV. Like there's no like it's different and it's a moment.
Because wrestling is fun to go to live, but it's different. It's just a different experience. You miss certain things that you think are going to be really cool live don't necessarily hit, and vice versa. Things that you're like, oh, wow, this is really fun to be in live. You don't really think about it, but it is. Especially the two big stadium shows I've been to here are both open roof, which is hard. Sound travel is funny. It's like, oh, that's not that loud. But I would like to be in like a big stadium with a closed roof, but both Optus Stadium in Perth and the MCG are both open. So
are you thinking about going to Brisbane for the AEW show?
So I was originally going to go when it was Suncorp, and then when they moved to the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, I was like, I don't really want to travel all that way. It's like a 3-hour flight just for an arena show. And it's not even a pay-per-view or anything. It's just a show, and it's taped. It's not going to be shown live here.
Oh, it's not even going to be live there.
Well, obviously for the people that are there, but it's not airing live here.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not airing live here. So it's a completely taped show. I'm not, I don't hate AEW by any chance, but I don't watch it all the time. So it's like, if I had the money, I've had disposable money, sure, I would probably go, but I'm not making myself go broke.
I'm just surprised that they're not broadcasting it live for Australia, at least. Like they're going to be taped for everybody. So it'll be the whole game of trying to avoid spoilers.
So it's just like, whatever. I mean, I'm not too... If it was at Suncorp, like it originally was going to be, I probably would have been more inclined to be like, well, I'll go. But it did not sell well at all. But WWE are apparently coming to Australia again this year, latter part of 2025. So I'll go.
You said they're going to Perth again, probably?
Well, Perth have the most money to...
I am the least hip person on this stream.
I mean, I don't know.
It's called a vibe, Peggy. Get hip with it. I said it's a moment. And apparently the basement of the Alamo is a Pee-wee's Big Adventure reference.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Hell yeah. Good old Pee-wee. There he is. Drew.
What a large human being.
Giant.
I was saying that, I think during the GCW watch-along last night, there was some of the guys in the ring, and I'm like, he's huge, but you don't realize how huge he is because he's always around other huge human beings.
Yeah.
Like, that was when I met Dolph Ziggler, and I was just like, you're so tall.
Yeah, Ziggler's a big dude.
Yeah, that's how I was always with Seth when I met him. I was like,
but they don't look that
he's huge because he's a small wrestler, quote unquote. But like I was looking like I was interviewing and I'm like, oh my god, what a large human being.
Yep.
But then some people that you're surprised you're like, why are you so short? Like Bianca Belair is short. Who's Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah,
they're really short people. But they're like jacked.
But they're all short, so you don't realize how short they are. It's the same thing with how tall they are. They're all so tall that you don't understand.
When Bianca Belair turned around, she had like a like an open back like dress on, like you can see her back. And she was just like standing there, and it looked like she was tensing because she's so jacked. And you're like, oh my god, she could break me in half.
Instead of complaining about everyone else not doing it, he could have got involved in the tribal combat match on the debut of Raw on Netflix.
Hoosier, you can call her whatever you want. But Josh and I have been doing content together for almost 3 years. And Tiffany Stratton has been my girl since day numero uno. NXT early. So I will share. She's not my goat. Bailey's my goat. But I will share the Tiffany love. But you just remember, day one-ish, right here, when it comes to Tiffy time. All right? That's the truth. That's the truth. I was liking Tiffany Stratton before you were born. Anyway.
Asian Joe, back off.
What's he saying now?
He said nickname is only 6 foot though, but Ophelia also thought I was much taller, so I question her estimation skills.
It's fair.
I mean, I'm not near 6 foot, so he is tall.
Sadly, neither am I.
Neither am I. I'm a short boy, so anyone is tall to me. I'm 5'4", so.
And also, I estimated you as much taller. You should have just taken it and gone with it instead of making yourself shorter than you were. Do you not know how this works?
What, are you supposed to lie, Ophelia?
I mean, it's not like I'm going to meet him in person and be like, you lied.
Months ago, I asked people on my TikTok, how tall do you think I am? And people were like, you give off like 6 foot energy. And I was like, what? I'm 5'4". That's crazy.
Brother.
To be fair, if I didn't see your content where you were like interviewing people who I know how tall they are, I probably would have thought you were taller than you were. I don't know if I would have said you were 6 feet tall, but I, you know. Same thing with JPJ.
I'm below average. That's true, yeah.
Short kings.
Yeah, if I was 6 foot tall, I'd be rich and on an island somewhere. So let's be real.
If I was jacked, I would show my pee on the internet and I'd be rich.
I would be so rich. I'd be so rich if I was 6 feet tall.
That's not where I want my added inches. So I was like, okay then.
Yep.
I mean, you get height from me. I'm not telling anybody anything else that I may or may not know about, right? Like, Josh is just like,
well, no, estimation skills might be off for height, but you might be good at other things. Who knows?
Correct. You never know.
well, if I'm bad at estimating and I thought you were taller than you are, then I'm going to say that you're bigger than you are too, right? So like,
I'll take it. So I'll be like, you're correct. Correct.
JPJ's like, I can never have you two on here again together.
No, that's fine.
JPJ loves it.
Yeah, of course I do.
I feel like
I'm just minding my business, eating my string cheese, you know?
I will not speak for Peggy. I'll let her speak for herself. But I feel that I could nearly do anything to JPJ, and he would be like, "It's fine. You got a free pass."
Yeah.
Except breaking news.
I don't know about that. I mean, it depends. It depends. But I feel like that is, you know, I'm stubborn, but yeah, I don't care. I would allow most things, I think, that Josh would come up with.
Did you... Okay, so Josh can get away with breaking news, but I can't. I see where the line is. Did you already book all of your stuff for Royal Rumble? Like your flights and everything?
Yeah. I'm not going to have any money to spend when I'm there, though. I'm not going to have any money to spend when I'm there. But we'll figure it out.
It's a dream of mine to...
Yeah.
I'd love to go to a Rumble.
Yeah. This is one of those ones where, like, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited for the media part of it, but I'm more excited about being able to be there live for the Royal Rumble than I am. You know what I mean? Like, it's equal.
Have you ever been to a Royal Rumble, JP?
Yeah, so they did 2003 was in Boston when Brock won. I was at that one. And then I didn't go to the one. I could have went, but something happened. Either I had already I don't know. But then they did the 40-man Rumble in Boston where Del Rio won, so...
Well,
I wasn't necessarily upset I missed that one. Although the Booker T and Diesel...
Have you been to a Rumble? Have you... No? Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
I've never been to a pay-per-view or PLE.
Okay, yeah, got ya.
That's why I was really wanting to go to the Elimination Chamber in Toronto. It's not like it's close to me. It's on the other side of the country. But my brother doesn't live too far from it. And so I was like, well, I mean, I just got to get there and my ticket for the Rumble, whatever, or the Elimination Chamber. But I was looking at the price of tickets and I mean, exchange rates vary obviously between our countries, but the 500 level of the arena, which is like way, way, way at the top, we're starting at like $300.
Oh,
and I'm like, I won't see anything from up there. So like, as much as I can say I was there and I got to see John Cena and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah, like you'll see more of it on the TV. So who cares? I get it.
I mean, if ticket prices drop, I might buy it. Like, yeah, because my brother lives like in walking distance from the arena. So.
Oh, right.
So I just have to get.
I don't know Canadian geography, but are you well away from Toronto? Like, you're quite.
It'd be like about a 4-hour flight.
Okay. That's basically me to Perth.
Yeah.
So I get, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like on the one side, and Toronto's basically on the other side. So, well,
Yeah,
close
got
enough.
I believe on that video that they released earlier today with Adam Pearce when he announced the Bailey thing, I thought he said that the Lyra Valkyrie was going to be on this show.
She was in a video package.
Oh, was she? Was that when I stepped away on one of my trips? Unless that was during a commercial and only you guys got it.
I think we were just talking shit while it was on, to be honest.
I thought I was like,
I also think like as much as I'd like to go, some of those things just intimidate me with so many people. Like I'm getting to a certain age where really big crowds freak me out. Like
yeah, no, I get it.
Because I'm always like, what's gonna happen if something bad happens? Like
that's no way to live. I kid.
When I went to Chamber last year, it was like the event itself, the day before with the little press conference, and then when we went and did media, I was like, how do I get out of this? Because I'm too terrified to go.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because I was like sitting in like the little area, like the little press area of the press conference, and I'm like, everyone's staring at me. This is terrifying.
Did you see Asian Joe's question about the string cheese? Very important, JPJ.
Do you eat string cheese by peeling it apart, or do you eat it like Ryan from The Office? I do both. I dabble. It depends on the mood. I would say 65% of the time, I pull the string. I pull the strings apart. But there have been plenty of occasions. I will never do it on stream because
people are weird.
Yes, people are weird. But I
usually
would.
My answer for
I have done both.
Weird.
I have done both. I have done both.
That's why you don't eat on stream. You don't give that shit away for free.
I don't usually eat on stream, but I had to today because I was
starving.
starving.
Oh no, I'm just I mean, obviously I'm joking, but like people pay a lot of money to watch that shit.
Yeah.
People
That's
are
why
weird.
when people say, I've had people ask me on TikTok to see my feet, and I said I will do it for money.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
I will.
I don't care what you do with pictures of my feet. It's just pictures of my feet. But you're going to pay me money for it.
100%.
If people want to touch themselves over my feet, you can be a freak. I don't care.
Freak it up is what I say.
It doesn't change my foot.
Joe, you might hear me making excuses, but are you paying for my trip? No? Okay.
That's when people are like, I say that when people are like, you're not going to AEW, but you know, like, what opportunity? I'm like, do you want to send me money to get on a flight? And then for the show,
I'll
I'll
send you
go.
my email. You can forward me the money for the ticket, and I will go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With that being said, if anybody actually does want to give me money for the Royal Rumble trip, you just hit me up in my DMs because that could work.
So Ivy Nile did make a challenge for the IC title, but I think it's one of those future things after Jade talks to the mystery luchador, or Chad talks to the mystery luchador, then the brothers, who I can't think of their name, the Creed brothers, are going to go for the tag titles, and then Ivy Nile's going to go for the IC title. That's what it seemed like. Watch the exchange rate. Really bad right now. Really bad. So it would be less for you to send.
Yeah, it would be way less for us, I think.
Don't talk about the Australian dollar because the exchange rate between American dollar to Australian dollar is bad.
And the Australian is really, really weird because when I talk to my friends from there and they're always like, it costs this much, I'm like, but that includes tax, right? So I got to deduct tax and then, like, you know what I mean? Because your taxes are included in everything.
Yeah. Our taxes are in everything, so.
So the ticket that I was talking about was like $300 Canadian. It's like $210 US. So.
And that's in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, that's like way at the top. That's why I said, like, $300 for like a decent seat, I'd go, but like, I don't need to be on the floor.
I paid $320 for my original ticket for Elimination Chamber. That was $320 Australian. And I was like mid-tier. I ended up getting upgraded from WWE anyway to like floor seating, but it was like $320 Australian. I don't know what that changes to, but it's fairly expensive.
$320 Australian is like $200 US, so you're pretty much on par with Canadian.
Okay, yeah. That Commonwealth connection, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh!
And I would pay that for like a mid-tier seat, but I'm not paying that to sit up in the 500 level. Like,
no, I get you.
I might not even be able to see the big screen. Like,
Rogers Center's relatively a big stadium.
That's where the Toronto Blue Jays play, right? Yeah.
How many does it capacity? 70,000?
For a wrestling event, I don't know. Baseball, I think they can get a good between 50 and 60 in there, I think. Maybe more.
Okay.
It's good size. For a concert, obviously, there'll be a lot more because they'll have the thing right in the diamond, like on the field, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, everything is expensive, Hoosier.
I would love to go to a Raw or SmackDown. Really sad they never did one from Perth when they come over here. I really wanted them to. I really would have went. Like,
well, it's the same thing here when they did Survivor Series in Vancouver. They didn't have the SmackDown.
Yeah, I found that so odd. I found that
American
so
Thanksgiving.
Odd.
American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So according to this that I'm seeing, Elimination Chamber is set up for just about 30,500.
Oh, really? I thought it'd be more than that. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Elimination Chamber is a B-level pay-per-view for them. So if they can get 30,000+ people there.
It's set up for 30,400 and has already sold 26,000.
Yeah, so they could even add seats maybe if they need to.
It looks like today they just opened up 2 more sections in the lower bowl.
Oh shit! Here comes into the Falcon Arrow. Oh, Drew!
Oh,
very
nice.
good.
I think sometimes because of like the way WrestleMania was last year with Rollins and Cody and all that, sometimes I think people forget how good their match was, and Seth was legitimately working on one knee.
Yeah, literally.
I think Raws and SmackDowns, now I don't want to say they're not expensive because they don't come here very often, so they're very expensive when they come here because they're like once in a blue moon, right? So they can charge whatever the hell they want.
People will
pay it. I mean, look, they're a lot more affordable than a pay-per-view. But they're still like, if you want a good seat at a Raw, you're dropping $100 or more. You know.
I almost went
I know
to
that's crazy,
Survivor
like
Series in Vancouver too, but ended up didn't come in here.
I know it's crazy to be like, I would love to go to a Raw SmackDown over a PLE again, like just in terms of like what I've done. But like I've never had that experience to go to a Raw SmackDown.
Yeah.
I wish NXT would come here.
Me too. One of the best shows I ever went to was an NXT Takeover, so it was like a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Fantastic. My only NXT show I've ever been to. This is the one in Portland.
I'd love to go to an NXT. They toured here, NXT. They did like house shows, and I think they taped TV here years ago, but it didn't come to Adelaide. And they only ran small arenas, so I didn't want to travel all the way to Melbourne. And
Scott said, "Don't worry about it. Nobody ever goes to see the Blue Jays anyway."
Huh.
They are the most expensive if you're on camera. Yeah.
100%.
To be sitting up there. My God, if I was rich.
Oh no.
I was on the AEW camera side. I was only like 10 rows up. I was on camera a lot. But I would prefer to be on the other side and spend less money and have the same view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
I get
but
that.
the one match that I did, like, I was definitely on TV. Orange Cassidy was like beating the shit out of somebody, like literally in the row in front of me, and I was like,
You were like, hell yeah.
No, I was scared.
Oh, you're scared. Fair.
Obviously, I was like, I don't want to accidentally get hit.
Nah, dude, hit me. I'm
My
ready.
friend is texting me, and
Give it
he's
to me
like,
all.
"You look terrified." I'm like, "You see me on TV?" And he's like, "Oh, I am."
Nope. See, now this looks like we're gonna go over 10:30 because it's 10:20. I mean,
I love that there's no runtime.
I agree.
No,
End quote.
because you have no idea. It's not like, oh, it's gonna wrap up in 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah, like you know the match is going to be over in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's nice because anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really surprised we haven't had any weird run-in yet. Or any weird interference, or maybe it'll be after. I mean, it's the main event. There's always some sort of nonsense, right?
Fuckery, yeah.
We're CM Punk.
McIntyre caught by Rollins. Rollins focused in on the injured arm. McIntyre, though, able to counter. Rollins counters as well. Seth now trying to
What's he going
wrestle
for?
Drew to the mat, perhaps looking for an armbar. Again, focusing on the injured shoulder. Rollins now. Gonna lock it in.
Oh, crossface. All right.
Crossface.
Center of the ring, McIntyre a million miles from the ropes, even with the elongated limbs.
Fun fact about me.
they're
that's my
showing that
favorite
weird
submission.
angle.
What was that?
Go ahead.
I said fun fact about me. This is my favorite submission.
Oh.
Is a crossface.
Fair. It's a good one.
Looks like it would really hurt. They were showing that weird camera angle where they were showing the stage. I was like, oh, here comes somebody. But no.
Hoosier, usually the section with the hard cam that they look at for the promos and stuff, I feel like a lot of that is reserved for family and friends
Yeah.
as well.
So, like, if you're on camera, which is, is the most expensive usually.
Yeah.
The main camera view, yeah.
Seth Rollins is just possessed tonight. Seth got poked in the eye there by McIntyre.
Yeah, I was going to say, Future Shock.
Oh, Jesus. I love that move.
Yeah, it's a great move.
Yeah, I really like it.
By the hair, hit the Future Shock DDT, but Rollins somehow was able to kick out.
Either the hair or the eye, but either way, McIntyre knew exactly what he had to do when that referee was not looking. Took a cheap shot at Seth freaking Rollins. Just
Favorite finisher ever, or just favorite finisher of now?
I mean, in my opinion, there is no better finisher ever than the Stone Cold Stunner.
My favorite finisher ever is the Widow's Peak.
Oh, that's a good one.
It looks like it would actually hurt you.
That's a good one. I like that one. Stone Cold Stunner's great. I was also
like for flashiness, like rock bottom. I think it's like
you
hook that in.
I was also. It's a regular move now, but I was also a big fan of Raven's even flow DDT. The way he did that. The way he did specifically, because it was almost like a spike DDT. He did it so quickly.
But no one ever did it like him.
No. I was a big fan of Raven's even flow DDT. I would say right now, oof.
I like a Claymore.
I like the Claymore.
I know I'm looking at Drew, because it comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
I was like really flippy.
Well, I like
shit.
I'm a sucker for this guy. He's my favorite wrestler on the earth, but I do like Hangman Page's buckshot lariat. I like the buckshot lariat.
I like a backstabber.
Yeah, backstabber's good. Oh, he's gonna get him.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I felt like Seth needed the win.
Yeah.
So did I. Drew's gonna beat the shit
Yeah,
out of
I
him.
think Drew's gonna attack him, right? Yeah.
Who's coming out?
Yeah. So now we're gonna get, although it's a week early. See, if this was next week, all the Royal Rumble people would come up,
and then
then
throw each other
fucking
into
Cole
top
would
rope,
be flipping out and be like, "We'll see you Saturday night at the Royal Rumble."
If
everyone would be
goes
going
over
nuts.
the top rope in the Rumble, he would be
Yep.
eliminated.
Everyone would just be going nuts.
I
Oh,
love
hell's
wrestling.
breaking
It's
loose.
fucking stupid.
At the feet of an irate Drew McIntyre.
And now Rollins trying to fight back against.
Oh,
Jesus.
the Claymore is
I mean,
good. That's a good
Claymore?
one. That's a good one.
It just can bam, you know?
McIntyre is upset, humiliated.
Yeah, I feel like no run-ins in any
Yeah.
match.
Like, no like shenanigans in the first match and like the first promo thing. Weird.
What's he gonna do with Seth here?
I don't know, but he's just dragging him around. So I said someone has to come in, right?
I'd assume it'd be.
Sammy, right? From earlier?
Oh, Sammy. Yeah, right.
I just assumed CM Punk because he's there.
I forgot about
Somebody's
Sami
coming.
Zayn.
There's
It's gotta be
cheering.
Sammy.
There's
Gotta be Sammy. Yeah.
I just heard the crowd erupting, and I'm like, who is it?
Krabby, did they officially win it? Poor Pluggo.
Someone check on your mans.
Poor Pluggo.
Yeah, I think the Penta Driver. Like I said, I love flippy shit.
A curb stomp is a good shout too.
I'll tell you what, it's not a finisher because it's technically still banned, but the package pile driver by KO is as good as it gets, in my opinion.
Yeah. He does it so well too. Like,
Yeah. And the curb stomp, Seth Rollins' curb stomp is good.
And I think it's more not so much the move, it's who does the move, right?
Yeah. How they do it, how they
again, not WWE.
Anyone like a DDT can be cool if you do it
Oh,
properly.
for sure.
If the camera's in the right place.
Not WWE related, but I also. Oh, yep. Oh.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Oh, we add some juice. We're adding
Rumble
some juice.
is gonna be so loaded, man.
We're adding some juice.
This Rumble is fucking stacked.
Oh, baby.
We need to do a Rumble watch.
Baby.
Whoopsie doopsies.
The One-Winged Angel by Kenny Omega is also a fantastic finisher move.
Styles Clash is always up there.
Style Clash as well. That's a good way to end Raw with Sammy in the ring with Seth there.
Whoopsie doopsies.
Very, very nice.
Done up now, Mr.
Very,
Zane.
very nice. I like it. I like it. What a good way to end Raw. So that went 2 hours and 35 minutes. That's what that went right there.
Oh, that sweet spot is still.
So still the look at the stare right here with Seth.
This feels like a good run time, sorry.
Ooh, Seth is giving him a look.
And what's the dark match?
Cody and Carmelo Hayes.
Okay, that's right.
All right. That was good, fun stuff. 2.5 hours. Good, solid episode of Raw. Fun episode of Raw. All right. So before we get out of here, I will let each of you plug your stuff. Josh, by the time you're here next week, like I do with Peggy, I'll have all your links in the chat so people can click and follow you.
Okay,
I forgot to ask you before we went live tonight. So by the time we are together next week, I'll have that so people can easily click. But let the people know where they can find you, what you got coming up this week. We mentioned it earlier, but you and I got something coming up later this week on your channel. So let the people know what's happening in your world this week.
Yeah, man. So pretty much you can find me anywhere that isn't Twitter. At Josh Robinson _00. I'm pretty much across the board everywhere there, except my YouTube is just Josh Robinson 00. Find me here. I know you're live on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and all that. You can follow my TikTok, but be warned, it's a mess. So
it's
proceed with caution. Twitch, I'm live 4 or 5 times a week. If you go to my Twitch, Josh Robinson _00, you can find my schedule or put it in your time zone because I'm in Australia, so sometimes times can get a bit wacky if you're watching in the US or that side of the world. Me and JPJ are doing a Royal Rumble simulation in WWE 2K24. It is 7 p.m. Sunday Eastern time for the States. It's 10:30 on Monday morning if you're in Australia. We do them every single PLE, so me and JPJ have a grand old time with that. Sometimes JPJ is on my channel for other things as well. That's pretty much it. Just hang out. I don't know. If you like laughs over pro gaming, come follow me on Twitch. That's the best way to put it.
That's fair. I think that's good. Peggy, let the people know where they can find you.
Find me on Twitter. I refuse to call it X still. Instagram, threads at _Ophelia_Payne, and just Ophelia Payne over on Blue Sky, which I am trying to make more use of.
There we go. There we go. You can find Peggy also here tomorrow evening with me. We'll be live 7:45 p.m. just like tonight for some WWE NXT tomorrow. You guys know where you can find me. You're here right now. But you can find me, and just probably like within the next 10 or 15 minutes, me and Drew Nicholas are doing a special one-time only live edition of Firmly WWE following this show right now over on Love Wrestling. So go click that link. Love Wrestling was just a couple messages ago. Go click that, the YouTube, and we'll be live over there. And yeah, there you go. You can find me at JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms. Thank you both for joining me. I'm very excited about the three of us doing this every week for the foreseeable future. This was a lot of fun. So go follow them, go follow us, and we will see you all next time. See you later.